All right, everyone. So where we left off on our last session, you were kind of in the middle of making your preparations to leave the prior city you were in when you came together to discuss that Cassian. Sorry.
What the fuck is Cassidy?
I think it's a weed character.
It is.
I think that is.
I'm
not
Finnegan
sure.
knows somehow. No, I know it is.
Discovered that the prior compatriots you had in your journeys, the Steel Reserve, had potentially some dealings with the Evan Cabal. You also discovered some ne'er-do-wells who were giving trouble to a young follower of Sathanzi named Greg. After witnessing them give him a wedgie, you returned the favor in kind, breaking up their little gang of street urchins.
Yeah, teach you to mess with a kid smaller than you.
Once they were scattered to the wind, Greg, you earned Greg's eternal gratefulness, and he's offered to follow you around while apprenticing under Simon, and has vowed to be as helpful as he can.
He's already proven himself to be extremely helpful.
even in the face of your concerns that he will
Die.
likely die.
No! Bunch of negative Nancy's.
God has said it.
That 100% won't happen, guys. Guaranteed.
It's totally gonna happen.
God has said it. That means at some point it will likely.
Well, everyone dies eventually.
They do.
He's just gonna die sooner.
Exactly.
But you are
Because of you.
You go to leave the city. You find out that your the caravan you're guarding is being led by an eccentric candy maker.
Madman.
Eccentric is an interesting word, friend.
Candy Mancer.
God, he's so
Some might say
scary.
candy mancer, as you did discover that
Don't.
on top of making candy, he has these kind of gingerbread formed golems that protect his carts at night. Some of you had the misfortune of watching two of them grab a bandit and rip him in twain, and then cast
One
the
of us
pieces
had the
aside.
misfortune.
Right in twain.
I think only us two saw it and Sparks liked it.
No, Sparks was more okay with it than one of us, and that one of us was me. I'm not okay with it in any way, shape, form, kid. He is not for
You
building.
see gingerbread men rip people in half all the time. Candy is not supposed to
I
murder.
mean, I've seen people be ripped in half.
Not that fast.
Yeah, Not yeah. that It's fast. more,
No.
it's more of a
Candy plays a
process.
slow game. This is too soon for me.
But yeah, you go through the night, have some discussions together, and come to the dawn. Your first day on the road complete. Only 6 more to go.
Yay. Alright. So we all woke up. Is it breakfast time?
It is, and your gracious caravan master is walking around with his breakfast rations.
Oh, God. Greg, I'm serious. Don't eat any of that.
Let me guess, more candy.
He is passing around what looks to be a sort of yellowish taffy.
Oh my god.
I take it.
You have it.
And so I do, and I put it in the bag of holding. I have a small tally.
Do you?
Yeah.
Guess we should take it to be polite.
Can I medicine check it?
Sure.
I'll assist. God bless it, man.
It's a 12.
A 12. You look at it. It's yellow. It's elastic. Give it a sniff. It's You're expecting banana, but it's not
Not
that.
expecting.
It's not that.
You look closer and you're like, egg?
Ugh.
Ah!
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
This guy is a monster.
Edda hands
This
run with
is
her piece
vile.
of taffy.
Alright, it goes in the bag of holding.
Granthor hands you his,
Goes in the bag of holding.
and as soon
Cass
as
does not
we're
touch it.
Goes in the bag
out
of
of sight of
holding.
him,
Cass doesn't want anything to do with that.
I have a gift from a wandering druid.
What?
I hand everybody one good berry. I have 5.
Holy
So
shit.
1, 2. You already had one, and I already had one.
We do?
Yeah, I gave you one on the last session.
Really?
Watch. Yeah.
Oh, during watch.
So
Oh.
1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 for Greg.
Oh, thank you.
Holy shit, that thing's the size of a fucking tomato.
It
Is it-
was.
yeah, yeah.
Is it a tomato? I don't like tomatoes.
I do not either, but it is
You
not.
think I need to eat the whole thing? I can just shave a slice off and it'll do it.
Does it
Guess
have a
we'll try it.
core?
I do
Cass
not
pulls out a knife,
know.
cuts it in half. Eats half of it.
God?
Oh no, he disappeared! No!
Where's your god now? Oh, nice.
So he ate half of one.
Yeah, Cass just ate one of
Does
the
anything
half
happen?
of the good berry to see if it had the same properties.
Put it away there.
Green.
We don't have cameras up. How do they know that your hat is green?
It's showmanship.
Well, they know
for
now
us.
They
because
know
you said
now.
it.
Yep.
No shit.
Honestly, he doesn't need a hat at all.
Happy St. Patrick's Day.
The Irish were back in Washington.
It's like,
Long day, mate.
For the very few people who might one day
yeah,
find
Cass
it.
ate half a good berry. What's happening?
Oh, that's true. Good point.
You feel half filled. You feel like you have exactly 50% of your daily allotment of vitamins and minerals.
I'm dying. Oh god.
Oh no,
Eat
help
the
me.
other
He
half.
just eats the other half.
Maybe chew your food next time, Cass.
Yep.
I ain't licking your hiney.
They are
What?
seedless.
What?
Why?
Hiney. Hiney.
Where did you get there? Oh my god.
What?
Nothing.
I thought that was supposed
No.
to be
I'm very confused for what you just
I
said.
don't speak Draconic. I don't know.
I do.
That makes sense. Anyways,
Why he's an
so
amphibian.
And
I
Oh,
so-
don't
yeah,
want-
it seems like you
never
gotta eat the
mind.
whole thing now.
I'm not gonna
Really.
worry about
So,
I'm gonna save
feel
mine
full all
for
day.
emergency.
The servants of Sasana are far friendlier than he.
he has a dragon that lives in his home. You know this.
Yes, I do.
That's why he knows Draconic.
Oh yeah. Damn it, keen mind. Anyways, Mr. Sparks.
Yeah.
Run one.
Yes.
Evan.
Ah.
Everyone, really.
We're all
Yes.
here, Simon.
This is a roll call.
This gentleman that we've been hired to,
He
Mr.
is
Petrelli.
clearly a
Mr.
man.
Petrelli.
What?
Petrusso, I think.
Petresto.
Oh, okay.
I think that's a
Mr.
spell.
I'm not
Okay,
that
same
great with
difference.
names.
Mr. Petresto.
Same difference, dude that wears the hat.
I'll be honest. He
Scary.
gives me the heebie-jeebies.
You guys want me to go talk to him?
Bad
I was actually,
vibes.
I was curious if you'd accompany me to talk to him. I have some questions for him, but I don't want you to go alone.
We are the two best people here talking to people.
You
It
want-
is true.
You want all of us to go.
Well, he might get spooked if all of us just started prodding him for questions.
True, but I don't. For once, I don't see the problem in all of us going.
What do
Yes,
you-
I'm seeing
Before
the
we go, what do you guys want to ask him? Are you going to be hostile?
good point.
Am I familiar with Candymancy?
No, you've never seen this shit before.
I want to know more about his magic.
This is our employer. If we all
Yeah.
six go up and talk to him, no one's watching us stuff. We're look like we're shaking them down. I don't
That's a
wanna-
fair point.
I
we
have
don't
no
why don't you just
questions.
take the front with somebody today and sit with who? I'm assuming he's on the front wagon, isn't he?
He's in his wagon, isn't he?
Right now, you see him kind of corralling his gingerbread men back into his cart.
You guys were
That door shudders slightly.
But he has been in his cart most of the time.
Yeah, that he's not actually actively riding the car. Like
Not
he's
often.
We're
inside it.
stationary.
Sometimes he comes out, but not often.
If you guys are cool when we talk to him, don't respond the same way you did to his Candyman, then maybe. But we're not. Don't dare
His
act like
candy
that.
men are abominations.
Don't tell him that.
I
Keep
will
that to
not.
yourself.
Ooh, this is good. Good forethought. Yes. Don't.
So should we talk to him now or on the road?
Let's talk to
Now,
him
before
now.
we get moving, just I want to make sure you guys don't freak out on the guy, okay?
I
I
promise
don't
I'll
think I have
do my
anything to
best.
say to him. I don't see the point in all of us going, to be honest.
I'm more than happy to stand in the back.
And
like,
if someone needs to watch guard, you know.
Maybe if you want to scout out the road a little bit ahead while we break camp, if you want, Cass.
Or you can just sit in the back, disinterested, and pretend that you're part of this party.
I don't see how that's useful to us.
Wow.
I know. I woke up on the wrong side of the bed. He didn't hand us coffee like taffy. He could have handed us something like coffee mochas, coffee this.
Would you want to drink it?
Maybe scout, Cass.
Yes.
Oh,
I don't know. I'm
You
kind of
are
afraid Ron-
brave, Runwin.
Kind of afraid she'll rip my head off.
And
if I do.
angry, apparently.
super hangry.
She'll
Needs
be
caffeine.
fine.
We
Eyes.
must buy you some coffee for the road.
When we get to the capital, there's a lot of things we're gonna go find.
She's distracted.
I'm sorry?
What now, sir?
I was talking to him.
water burbles from my hand.
I could use a morning bath.
Oh, sure.
A strength saving throw.
You've made it every time so far, honestly. I don't expect you to fall over.
I'm going to now. No, I'm not.
No, you makes it.
Mike, give me a shot.
Of course.
Well. Dig my claws into the ground.
Would you like a bath?
Yes.
It's a natural 17.
You make it. Fuck, what is my spell saving DC?
It's
Probably
14,
or
14, everybody.
Is it a strength saving throw?
It is.
Alright.
Ready?
What did I
10.
actually roll on that with modifiers? I
Total?
wonder?
Total. That's okay. At least I'm clean.
Oh dear.
Am I clean or now am I muddy?
You're a little muddy now.
Oh,
well,
fuck.
actually, you're in the path, so it's not quite mud. It's just like
God, it's sticking
Grime.
to me. Hang on, try it again.
I will
Alright, I'll
hold
face the other
her
way.
steady. Can I give her advantage?
Roll
on
with
the
advantage.
Oh no.
Cass is gonna step away.
God damn it.
So he doesn't get hit.
Oh, that's better. That's a 19.
Oh, right. There we go. And then, like,
Thanks, Cranthor. It's
You
a bit
are
early.
we're
Yes.
soaked.
That's fine.
I start prestidigitating, not them dry, but what I do is, like, that puff of air that's warm. They're getting, like, a blow dry.
Yeah, that's
Hmm.
nice.
And then
Instead of
blow out. Yep.
Instead of the water thing, can't you just press it, whatever the fuck that is?
I
Oh,
prefer the
prestidigate is
water.
clean.
I don't prefer the water necessarily.
Hey, Greg, don't you got that Gus thing?
Hey, I thought we were going to talk to this guy. Do you guys want to play
I like
water
this
all
better.
day?
Thank you.
Greg is studying.
We shall need to do
Greg pokes
some
his head out of his tent. You called me?
Don't you
Yeah,
laugh?
no, now I feel bad.
Bath? You have one?
No.
Continue your studies,
He looks
Greg.
puzzled.
Does Gregory need a bath? Greg, do you need a bath?
I mean, I like to be clean.
It
but-
is quite
I mean, there's a
forced.
spell for that, though. Outside of being
Wait,
blasted
who's
with
forcing
water.
you to take a bath?
No, one's
that-
forcing you to take a bath.
No, I misspoke.
Oh, okay.
Wait, do you want to be clean?
Yes.
You're clean.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
And he pops back in the tent.
I need to take that down at some point, you know.
Hmm?
The tent, I need to take that down, you know.
No, it's not
Before we
yours
get moving.
anymore.
No,
It's
but
his.
I was going to help him
Oh,
do it.
you're going to help me. Oh,
I
oh.
helped set it up.
Mm.
Well, I speak with Mr. Candyman because he was just Greg in doing so. If not, then I can do it afterwards.
I can.
I think his name's Mr. Puccelli.
Mr. Pacelli.
Putresso.
Putresso!
Presso.
I'm not good with names.
No,
Well,
catch it.
Oh, I can be quick.
Mr. Sparks.
Yes,
Shall we go speak with Mr. Putresso?
I think we shall.
Sorry, you're talking about me,
Be
Putresso.
cautious.
God, tell us twice, Greg.
He's been nice enough.
I'm sorry, do you identify as
So
a
Mr.
sticky
Sparks
ass
and
motherfucker?
Simon will go to Mr.
have before.
Putresso's.
Is anyone else coming? Other people wanted to talk to
Okay.
him as well.
Oh,
The
no,
door
he's
is
come
not.
because...
He's hurting the last of the gingerbread man inside. It just.
I'm gonna go with you. I
And
ain't
he-
gonna
he
say
just kinda
nothing.
no, and you go. Yes, yes, yes. Gentle steps, darling. Yes.
Are two of them still coated in blood?
Yes.
I'm behind everyone.
You so you kind of peer inside and you just see the heads of the three that are in there, kind of toward the back of the wagon, just facing out.
Morning.
I
Hi, yeah, good morning.
managed to...
Hello. Did you enjoy your breakfast?
I was
Tappies?
waving to the gingerbread man,
That's
and I said that to him.
No.
Oh. He like looks at you and he looks back, and he waves, and all of them like turn and like.
That's friendly to see first thing in the morning.
Yeah, it was a very interesting breakfast, Mr. Putresso.
Oh, my favorite are the little pork bits inside. That's really the best.
Oh yes, I love morning
And then
sausage.
when you bite on it, they squeal just like
Oh.
real pigs. It's really one of my finest creations.
I'm regretting this decision, Mr. Sparks. But anyway, Mr. Putresso,
Sounds like some... Wait. Everything
Yes.
from that one party makes sense now.
do you have a moment to spare?
Probably.
Okay, I've been absolutely just
Enamored.
Yes, that's the word I was trying to figure out.
You must be a
Enamored.
wordomancer.
By your
Odomancer, please.
I'm assuming creations, the gingerbread men.
I did do that.
That was me.
Interesting.
A few times, as you can see.
At least 4 times.
Oh,
from
I
what I've
have
seen.
more.
Oh God.
And, how exactly do you do that?
Are they around here?
He goes into a little song.
No!
Oh.
No!
Yes!
I'm not gonna forget this song for at least a month.
It's tied to a traumatic event.
I'm focused. Oh.
Well, what is this song? Do we get a song?
Is he not about to lead into it?
Oh no! He like looks like, come back out! Come back out!
Oh,
Oh,
no.
they're gonna dance.
Oh,
You're done.
Cranthor is
That's
not
what I do. I
watching.
lean forward.
Cranthor is not watching. Cranthor is off
I'm so
trying to
sorry,
find
Edda.
fish.
Yeah, Roman goes, Brandon, let me help! And she runs away.
Of course.
So the gingerbread come out and they have these kind of like gummy hats and canes.
Oh my God.
Yes.
Oh no.
Are they bowler
I'm
caps
slightly
like
less
Sparks?
scared now.
What's that?
Are they bowler caps like Sparks?
No, they're top hats. Top
They
hats.
have
Yes.
to be top hats.
Yeah.
Putting on
And then they just stand behind him in a line,
One with less
and he
black.
and he just goes, "Who can make the sun shine? Sprinkle you with dew. Kill all the bandits with gumdrops. A candy mancer can." And they like behind him are just like just moving, just a little off beat.
So,
I'm
Mr.
going to use my thaumaturgy to try and add bells to this.
Some bells are just playing.
I'm going to
Yeah.
try and do
You're a
it in with the
syncon.
music.
Oh,
and
okay,
like his
okay.
toes.
Yeah.
Help
Yeah.
amplify the song.
We've never looked more like
Ow.
Mr.
Yeah.
So
We're
Mr.
looking for a body of water with fish that I can perhaps catch.
Yeah, you've left. Give me a survival check. I'll let you know kind of where that's going. We'll come back to them.
That's pretty good. That's a. That is a 17.
You have a sense of where a stream follows. You should take off in that direction.
The candy.
This
man, the
way.
candy.
Mr. Petresto, Candymancy. Is that
Yes!
its own form of magic?
It is.
Interesting. Did you learn this on your own? Is
I
it of your
made
creation?
it.
You made it. Oh, that's impressive.
So, how do you make these candy men then? You know, necromancy, you raise a dead body up into a zombie. Are you raising dead bodies up into...
I bake these crackers full of joy.
What's exactly the joy?
He just gestures toward them with a smile, and they all kind of.
Straight up, were they humans at one point?
What?
Did you bake people into gingerbread men? I'm just straight up asking.
That's
None
a bold
of these
question.
were people.
I'm not going to judge, but I will incite that.
That's fair.
Okay.
Got 16.
You get a sense that while these were never people, there might have been a prototype at some point.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, Mr. Petresto, are you a wizard?
Of sorts.
Okay. That's pretty much all I wanted to know, Mr. Sparks. You got anything?
I think I learned what I came here to learn.
I think I did too. Thank.
You know, it's very nice of you to come by and ask these questions. Have an unending gum.
Oh, sure.
Thank you.
Does it pull it and does it just keep going?
It's in a wrapper right now, and it doesn't do anything.
Research for later.
Say if I wanted to get my hands on one of those gingerbread men.
Are they for sale?
Oh, you want to buy one?
Maybe.
We don't.
Sorry, I'm pointing at you.
I mean- For a certain buyer, with the right. If I trusted you to be discreet,
I'm very discreet.
Do you
maybe.
do you like to keep Candymancy under wraps?
It's a trade secret. I can't share it. Who knows what'll happen? Those charlatans in the chocolate factories will copy my work.
Free labor. No, I get it.
Some
I get it.
bastard named Hershey will just take it all.
Damn Oompa Loompas.
Disgusting.
So what's the price for one of these guys?
Well, that depends. Who's buying?
You're looking at him.
I think I could part with one of these for a nice 12,000 gold pieces.
I'll think about it and I'll get back to you.
Okay.
We'll give me, yeah. We'll have our people call your people.
Out of character, thanks for making that unaffordable.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Out of character, is this a candy golem?
It might just be.
Yeah, alright. Andrea's smart enough to know. Pop, pat, 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 pat. Alright, anyways.
These candy golems. Besides milk, do they have any weaknesses? I'm lactose intolerant myself. I can't stand
You
it.
really shouldn't leave them out in the sun too long. They dry out.
Oh, that's why they only come out at night.
Precisely.
All right, well, I'm going to go back to my friends and tell them how great your candy men are.
Thank you.
That they're totally not made out of people.
Nope. Not anymore. Nope, never.
Ah!
If only Freud was a thing.
I'm just tugging on shirts. It's time to go, guys. We got a great camp.
Thank
right?
you. Man, thank you, Mr. Patricio.
Thanks for your time.
It's been very enlightening.
The pleasure was mine. And he's kind of into his into the cabin of his vehicle, and his gingerbread men come in to join him. The door's shutting behind the last one.
He may be a mad genius.
Simon, I swear to God, if you ever make me come up here and talk to you again, I'll be... please don't.
I know he's nuttier than the chocolate bars he gives away, but if he's telling the truth, he may have invented his own school of magic.
Sounds like he turned people into candy bars at the beginning.
That's
You
also
don't know that, though.
He said he slipped at the end.
He did slip at the end. If you were nearby, you would have heard.
I thought you walked away and said,
No,
"Did
I
you stay
was...
for the song?"
Yeah,
Yeah,
Cranthor and
I didn't
Runwin
want
walked
to,
away.
but I wasn't
We're
leaving
hunting
my
fish.
brother up there.
I want to say anyone who was there for the song.
Yep, that's why I left.
Oh
Speaking of
man!
It's a little too sanity damage.
Even though
Two?
even though I added to the song
Wait.
with my thaumaturge. Oh, these two. Okay.
Yes.
Speaking of which, did Cass see Cranthor start to wander off?
Yes.
Followed by
He'd
Runwin.
follow.
Okay.
We will
Right.
find some fish.
Are you following stealthily? Okay.
Nope, he just sees you guys like,
Nope.
okay, we're going this way now.
Simon and Mr. Sparks will return to the rest of the camp.
That is what
Ed is the only
Yeah,
one
that is
remaining
it.
at the
That's
moment.
true. Did Cass and Greg put down our tent?
I think you walk off before the tent is done.
I imagine he's probably like halfway through it, sees them wander off. Take care of this, and then just goes.
Yeah, he kind of gets... He deconstructs it. Doesn't pack it very well.
Hang on, kiddo. Let me show you how. And I'll teach Greg how to
So
pack
you
up
do.
his tent.
Actually, yeah, excellent. Simon will stand back then.
Sorry, where are we going?
Fishing.
But before
Fishing.
that, what was your question, Rick?
Oh, did I take psychic damage? Since I enjoyed the song and added to the.
It's still driving you to madness, just in a way you enjoy.
I like that.
So, one for you.
Okay. And we restored one on our long rest.
On your long
Okay,
rest,
so we
yes,
got
you did.
one right now.
Just please track these.
Yeah.
Wherever you are.
Right now, I'm down 4.
I show that I have 138.
You have 140 sanity normally? Because I think you took 2 points the night before.
Yeah, because I have 100, or I have 14 wisdom, so 140. So now I have 139 because I was not there to witness that horror show.
I'm 179.
God,
You got high whiz, man.
Yes.
if
Yes.
would it those two thick, lovely alchemist fires that Greg helped me create?
They're juicy.
No, mine. I know. Oh.
I'd like to exit from this conversation.
Would there be any way that Simon could finagle those two into one giant Molotov?
You could tie the flasks together. The problem is if you expose them to air, they'll likely catch fire.
It's okay. That's what I want.
No, like,
Prematurely.
if-
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay.
So you can't like pour them into a big
yeah,
jug.
premature incineration is
So
not
can I
fun.
just duct tape them together?
You could like get some rope or something and neck them so that when you throw one, you'll throw the other. They'll probably both break.
I'd like to do that, please.
Okay. Go and tie off those two extra large alchemist flasks together. Well, not large, which is potent.
Assuming intelligence modifier.
To tie them with sleight of hand.
Ooh.
You want me
We
time
come
to go?
back and
Yeah, I don't know. I
Simon's
don't know if
there.
I want to do it.
You want me to?
Yeah, I'll explain it to Mr. Sparks what I'm thinking and ask him if he happens to be light on his hands.
Walk up further. Sorry, all I'm thinking was like hand walking
Yeah.
and like.
He's stealthy, but only upside down.
Yeah, but only upside down.
Oh, that's fucking easy.
Oh, yeah, I'll try it.
I'll give you guidance.
So 18.
Yeah, you can do it.
Nice. Thank you,
Don't
Mr.
knock the
Sparks.
cork off.
Did I see these guys walking away from the camp? Well, I was listening to the
Yeah,
camp.
the
Did I see something?
Cranthor's not stealthy in the least about it.
No.
so
Okay.
I have no dex modifier.
there's just kind of a hulking turtle just crunching his way through a field.
If you want to do what they're doing.
Let's see. Yes, I think we're done in the camp. So, to those looking for a stream, Cranthor, you're leading the way.
Yes.
And you already rolled a set. Survival.
Yeah, you're beelining toward where you believe the stream is. It should only take you a few minutes to get there. You guys just quietly following along?
So we're going fishing.
Yes, we will need rations since our benefactor gives us only candy.
Yeah, kicking myself that I didn't pick up some while we were in town. If I'd known candy was the only thing, then yeah, I would have. But
Agreed.
hindsight's 2020,
Thank the gods
or something like that. Anywho,
I believe it is this way. I smell fresh water.
I trust your instincts then on that. This is not my area of expertise at all. You're right, Roman.
I'm sorry, what?
You're right.
Oh,
Zoning
me?
out on us there, yeah.
Oh. Fine. Fine. Totally fine.
She saw much last night.
Yes. That is what I'm thinking about.
I saw the aftermath. It was
Gas wants
a
to insight check.
glorious
What's going on?
kill.
You can do
but-
this. It's not, oh, it is.
It's just a flat.
Sparks is going to give them about 30
Uh,
minutes and then go after them as the
Flat
DM
13.
for.
Hard to read. Yeah. No, I'm hard to read.
She's now Magic 8 Ball. So.
No, talking about seeing everything last night. The
The
gentleman that was fallen?
bandit who was torn in twain. Yes. Like, what do they call that bone in a turkey?
Wishbone.
Yes.
Oh, well, now I can't get that out of my head. Thank you very much.
Apologies.
So that's not what's bothering you.
It is what's bothering me. I've never thought of that.
So it
It's
is
totally
bothering
fine.
you.
It's bothering. A lot of things are bothering me. I'm a
Right.
very complicated and deep character. I can have many things bothering me at one time.
Such as?
Necromancy is weird,
Right,
creepy.
right.
That man is insane.
Never headed toward his capital. I don't think I like it. I don't like it one bit. I'm freaking out. In fact, I'm freaking out a lot. I didn't think I'd come back this soon.
To the capital.
Yes!
Ah,
I want to be there.
completely misread the situation.
That's alright. A lot of things have happened since then, and honestly, the Knolls getting away from them. That-
Knowles.
Exactly. They were like forefront of my mind. Oh, run away from the Knolls. The fact that we were headed towards the home that I basically essentially ran away with notice, didn't really occur to me until like we hit Cappasus. And now it's real and I hate it.
You can change your form, though, yes.
Yes, but I can't change my feelings.
Was there anywhere that you'd like to avoid then that would help?
All of it. So much of it, so just all of it, just the whole thing. Can I just skip over? Like, they're fly spells, right? Like, you can make yourself fly above the city and go, phew,
Well.
I'll just turn myself into a dragon or something. That's something I can do,
I
right?
don't know.
Yeah, I can totally.
Cass is just going to put a hand on her shoulder.
You seem to be hyperventilating.
What?
Bree.
I don't know if I can.
In. And down.
Some fish will do you good, I think.
Cass pulls out the cask. I can't fly, but that's how I escape.
It's not a healthy coping mechanism.
But it works.
I think I'm gonna need it later, so I'm gonna hold on to it. I'm gonna need it a lot later. Like, this is just the beginning stages of freak out. Oh my god.
Do you want to hold on to it then in the bag of holding?
Yes. I take it.
Yeah, Cass will let her have it. You seem to need it more than I do at the moment.
How are you not freaking out? Sorry, Grandfather, we're still going in the right direction. I've probably scared all the fish away. Oh, I'm so sorry, Grandfather. We're not right next to it, are we? Well,
No, not yet.
No, let us know when we get. Let us know when we get
5
close so that we can
minutes.
step back a little bit and let you do your thing. I'm not much of a fisherman myself.
Have you ever tried
No, I'm not actually.
Oh,
bow
I've never tried
fishing? Is a thing, you know.
Bow fishing is.
Yes.
interesting. Never heard such a thing.
I simply use a javelin, but an arrow works just as well.
I was thinking I might be able to push the fish out of the water with my new undertow, I think is what it's called.
Perhaps.
What do you think?
Might work.
This should be a last resort, I think.
Fair. Oh, this is lovely. I totally forgot about all my problems for a moment.
Cass just gently places a hand on her shoulder again.
You could perhaps eldritch blast the fish.
I think it would.
Disintegrate them.
They would kind of. You know,
He said.
just a little bit of pop from the fish. I think it would hit them
That
hard enough.
is a good point.
But I will think about that if we encounter a very large fish.
Or an alligator.
Or an alligator. We are headed towards the Dread Bog after this. Are you alright with that?
Of course.
Really? But you don't feel like you haven't, like, returned home prematurely?
It's just a visit.
Just a visit?
My work is not done yet.
I'm interested to meet your family, Grandpa.
I am interested to introduce you to them.
I look forward to it. Said you had a
As
grandfather,
do
right?
I. Hmm?
Said you had a grandfather, right?
Indeed.
Still mother, father,
Yes.
grandmother?
No.
Sounds like
Alligator.
Your siblings. I believe you told us you don't have any,
I
Really?
was the only surviving member of my clutch.
Oh, sorry to hear that.
Alligators.
I feel like the extermination of these alligators is like top priority for your clan.
It is quite high on the list.
Yeah.
Yes.
I would imagine. They're not like protected by your dragon person, is it?
No.
Oh, good.
They are merely a common nuisance.
Common nuisance is like a rat or a mouse. Yours is like cataclysmic.
I
An epidemic, one might say.
Yes.
A veritable
Sorry.
corona of
A
alligators.
veritable corona. For those of you listening, match up the dates.
Yeah. The toilet paper is gone.
Everything
The
is
bars are all
gone.
closed.
No. On St. Patrick's Day, no.
It's a sad,
Sad
St.
time.
Patrick's Day.
Yep. Oh. How close are we now?
just up ahead, I think.
Nothing.
Should we sit back just a little bit, or are you interested in trying fishing, Ronan?
You know what? I'd like to try fishing. Doesn't hurt to learn a new skill.
Grantor pulls out a javelin and,
Oh, no. I think I'll try it my way.
no, of course.
I would just fuck that up royally if I was given that.
You just need some training, I think.
Cash kind of chuckles a little bit.
Oh, you think?
Remembering the last time he threw a javelin?
And I like fire the gun shows, except it's less impressive than what Andre can show, and it's sad. It's like, oh, she's like, oh, yes, these guns. They just need a little bit of practicing with a javelin, and it's sad.
We shall have to start an exercise regimen. Push-ups would do you well, I think.
No.
No.
No, that's not how you...
All right, sure. I can start a workout regimen. It's good for the figure.
You look lovely, Ronan.
Of course I can. Thank you.
That's how you talk to the lady.
Oh dear.
It's fine. I wouldn't survive the coupling.
You mammals are curious.
Fishing! Right.
Indeed.
And bow fishing.
Step up to the stream. I'm gonna try to stealth. It's not gonna go well, but I'm gonna try anyway.
Sure.
It's an 11.
That's good enough to get to the side of the stream called Starling Fish.
You did better than Cass.
Shit! How?
I rolled a 2.
That'll do it.
It's a 10 total, though.
Okay, so Cass,
This is not terrain I'm used to.
Crunch.
as you get into like kind of like the mud and debris that line the side, you almost fall in. You stop yourself,
Alright.
but you wind up making a bit of a commotion while you do it. You do see a few kind of the shadowy outlines of fish dart away.
Shit.
They will return.
So what, you're just shooting to the water when you see one?
When you think you have a clear shot, yes.
We're playing Animal Crossing now.
Mm-hmm. With a bow, though.
With a
And with
bow,
a javelin.
With a javelin, with magic. It's fine. Let's catch that. What? A perch. Yes, a yellow perch. That's something you find in the rivers. I'm a nerd. It's fine.
And then why do you know the name of fish?
You know what you eat.
I'm gonna take a tiny little couple of chunks of jerky from my one day of rations and spread them out in front of us.
Okay, that'll give you advantage.
And
Just
I'm
remember
gonna-
coveting the red koi above all else.
The red coin.
I'm going to try to throw a javelin at the biggest fish I see. Let's see. That's a 16 to hit.
That'll do it. Yeah, you land into a fish about getting big by the looks of it through the water. Sinks in, and due to the weight of your javelin, it doesn't come back up, but it just the end of the stick kind of bobs up and down the edge of the stream.
After you, Cassian.
Cass will wait until they come back and try to take a shot as well.
All right.
And if I can grab mine without making too much noise, I'll do that.
Yeah, that's easy to do.
With my modifier, that's not too bad.
Mm-hmm.
It's still only a 10 actually.
A 10. You thought you were going to hit it, but as the arrow strikes the water, there's kind of a distortion. And you realize you might have been a little off in estimating where that fish was.
A little bit harder than I
They
thought.
flee again.
Damn it. What about
It
harder than I
was a good shot. Off slightly, but not bad.
thought? The water, I think, messes with it a little bit, yeah?
It does distort one's view.
I don't know much about fishing. I will just agree and nod and agree. Yes. I will. I guess it's my turn then. I look for a small group of them within.
Yeah, here we'll find like a tiny school.
Bloop, and I undertow them out of the water like a perpendicular undertow, so that they get pushed out from the stream and onto
okay,
the
so
other
like
side of
yeah,
the
like a small group of like pumpkin fish just get out of the water and flop around by the side of the side of the stream.
I look at Cranther. I did it!
You did indeed.
Well,
That was excellent.
I do a little victory dance.
well done.
Thank you. All right, this should be good enough for a little while for everyone. For this.
How
Today.
much do we have?
It would be enough to feed a person for a day, or it would be enough to eat breakfast for 3 people.
Oh, maybe we should catch some more. But we should really return to our group soon
Indeed.
before they think we died.
Right, we didn't.
Has it been
tell them
30
we were
minutes? Am I walking towards them yet?
Probably about 20. If they leave immediately and go straight back, they'll get there right at the end of 30 minutes.
Yes, we should head back.
All right, we gather the fish enough. We catch enough fish. For how many again?
A breakfast for 3, or a meal for 3, I should say, or enough to feed a person to requirement for a day.
Got it.
Well done, everyone.
Well, Pranthor, I have enough rations for me. Sorry. Why don't you take it? You will have fished so much. It's good enough for
Are
one day.
you sure?
Of course.
Thank you. Cranthor will stick those in his bag.
In they go.
Ella?
Hmm.
I'm starting to get a little shaggy. You think you could give me a haircut? I know Mom usually does it, but she's not here.
She does cut her own hair.
Yeah, I probably could.
I don't know.
I ain't
Thing-
giving you another bowl cut.
Dude, come on. You know I don't like my hair any other way. This is the optimal haircut.
Fine, Simon. Get your fucking bowl out.
I'm gonna look for my bowl.
You know exactly what your bowl is.
I use this bowl for only one time.
You are looking forward to this.
Greg's eating cereal out of
This is
it.
good- this is very nice.
Oh, Greg, no. Oh. No, yeah, do you think, no reason, but do you think I could have that bowl, please?
Oh, sure, Master.
Sorry, it's got a lot of sentimental value
I
to it.
had.
I'm still. Next time, I'll find a different bowl.
Yep, I'll get you your own bowl. Just please don't eat out of that ever again.
I'll get my
Yeah,
wrap.
as you do that, he appears to have like it's like a sort of pasta in there,
I
and
won't be able to tell the difference.
you
I'll be fine.
you just see him slurping like there's hairs all
Ah.
around.
Oh, no.
Ah!
Oh, Greg.
Here, buddy, you don't want to finish that.
Oh,
You
no.
don't.
I gotta leave for a second. Andrew,
Oh,
the
is that
player,
pretty rough
has.
for you?
Yeah, no. Andrew's gotta think about hair.
Oh, thanks, Greg. Oh,
No, okay.
oh.
We're just gonna dump that. We're gonna eat some jerky. It's better for you on the road. Eat this.
Pulls out a
Don't
small-
think about it too much. Just chew on the jerky. Don't think about it.
Don't.
That's what you get for not asking
Oh.
permission to use people's things first.
Oh, Greg, I'm so sorry.
Not all bowls
I
are
thought
used
it was
for
just a
eating.
bowl.
You gotta ask first. What were you doing snooping around his stuff anyway?
Please
It
don't
was
eat.
out in the open.
Please don't.
Why do
eat.
you leave your hair bowl out in the open?
It's a learning experience, Greg. Just don't eat out of anything unless I say it's okay to eat out of it.
Y'all are alchemists. I thought you should have
Yeah.
known.
It was made of like pewter. You don't use pewter for.
I do. I have a very special sized head, Greg. I have to use this pewter bowl. I'm sorry.
Don't ask questions.
I'm sorry this has happened to you,
Don't
Greg.
ask
Oh my
questions.
God.
Greg just dumps out his pasta on the ground and holds
so
holds the
sorry.
bowl up and does not look you in the eye.
Oh, don't do that. It was an accident. I hand him jerky. Go chew on this. It'll be okay.
Thank you.
Yep.
Gotta keep your strength up, Greg.
I'm gonna go look for our missing companions while he's got a haircut.
Okay.
Wondering where they went.
I do canonically cut my own hair, so.
I will try to rinse out the pasta and hair from my bowl as quickly as I can.
Oh.
And get a haircut.
You
Please.
know, if you had access to prestidigitation right now.
Yeah, I know. I'm gonna work on that very soon with Greg.
But for now, you pull out maybe a bill, like a scrap of leather or
Yeah.
something, and you try to scrub it out of there as best you can.
No, Etta, please. I care about my hair deeply. Please do not mess this up.
Simon,
You have a bowl. You should be fine.
I shaved literally 60%
And it
of
works.
my head.
And it works for you, but I couldn't pull that off.
I bet you could, Simon. I just need to. You're good with like ingredient stuff. I'm sure you could figure out the
Greg
waxing,
by
you
the
know?
side, I think you have pretty hair.
Aw, thanks,
thank
buddy.
you, thank you, Greg. Oh, he was
I don't know
obviously,
who was
talking
talking.
to me.
He makes no distinction.
That's fine. He was talking about this. Put your bowl on your
Thanks,
head,
Greg.
sir.
Yeah, I'll get a haircut from my sister.
Give me a sleight of hand,
please.
dexterity. I'll give you proficiency in this because you do this.
Really bad mistake.
What do you use? A dagger?
Yeah, a sharp one. I guess. I don't know. I don't have his razor in my
I'll say the
inventory.
DC on a bowl cut is not high.
Okay. Alright. I'm gonna do my best. I hope you're not attached to your ears.
I am extremely
Oh,
attached.
that's a 16. Okay.
It's a flawless bowl cut.
You're all good.
There's some monk-style bowl cuttery happening right now.
Nice.
I'm just thinking weird. What is it where Weird Al plays the singing monk?
I don't know this song. I have no idea what you're talking about.
I can see
The
it
only one I could
in
think
my
of is Weasel
head.
Stomping.
It's in Gallivant. He's the singing monk in Gallivant, isn't he?
For those listening,
Yeah.
while I'm not always on stream, Gallivant does come up every time we have a session at some point before or after the show.
Yep.
He is! He's
so
the
good.
same monkey Gallivant!
I do it.
See, that's how you do it, Greg. Thank you, Etta.
Hey, we're the monks.
Hey, hey.
Do you want to do my hair?
Where the...
Hey, you want to do Greg's hair just like mine?
Greg, do you want a bowl cut?
Yeah, you do.
You don't have to have a bowl cut.
I'm not making you get a bowl cut, Greg, but you want a bowl cut.
Oh,
You don't have to. Don't let Simon's bad taste
I
influence you.
guess.
I obviously have good taste, Greg. I took you on
I
as an
guess I
apprentice.
could try it.
You'll love it.
Could I have a different bowl?
A different. I take out. You have a smaller bowl.
Do I have a bowl cut from when I was younger?
You just keep all of your bowl.
You probably don't have it on you.
Damn it.
Although, as you look over, you notice there are like flecks of starch from the pasta that was in the bowl.
Simon, you're gonna want to go wash your hair.
Oh. Yeah. Oh, you guys, good luck finding a bowl. I'm gonna go.
Oh. He digs through his pack. Alchemy kit.
Okay. All right. Yeah, it's about the size of your head. Put it on. We'll see.
Sets it down.
Is it perfect?
It's not. It's a little big. Like he's gonna have like a poofy bowl cut.
That's all right. Okay.
This poor boy.
Please don't make him cry.
Don't roll in that one and cut his ear off.
Oh, it's even better. That's a
Oh, nice.
plus 4, 21.
It's really
Hey.
good. So,
I
It's a better bowl cut
compensate
than I
for the
do.
shitty bowl, right?
So yeah, with it's still a bowl cut, but you really nail the essence of a bowl cut with this. He comes out looking a bit like let's say Vector from Despicable Me.
Oh no.
Perfect.
No.
That's actually what I was envisioning.
Perfect. That's way better than.
You see him like he like brushes some of the spare hair away and then like double finger guns.
Oh, buddy.
It's a good look. Yeah, feel more confident already. Thanks, Etta.
You're welcome.
You're the most handsome apprentice in the world, Greg.
God, it's like I'm looking at a miniature you, and I don't know if I can survive that twice.
Well, let's just relax and wait for our friends to return.
I go about
Start reading, Greg.
breaking the rest of
Oh
camp.
yeah, that's what he says. That's what. Oh my god.
His nose goes in a book.
Excellent.
Mr. Sparks,
Yeah, I just went in the direction I saw them leaving after.
you go out that way about 5 minutes. You bump into him on the way back.
Greetings, Mr. Sparks.
Where'd you guys go?
Fishing.
Fish.
Yeah.
You got anything?
Yeah.
A bit,
bit.
yes. I open up the bag and you see it.
All right, that's impressive. We need to talk about this Candyman.
Must we?
Oh, you're the last person I thought I would have to talk about. Okay, what do you want to talk about? The Candyman, sir, who is our patron
And clearly mad.
and clearly mad.
He's our employer.
He's our employer. Yeah.
I will protect him, but he is still quite mad.
I guess the first Candymen he made were made out of people.
You don't know that concrete.
I incited him. I do know that.
You
And
strongly
just
suspect
The
Wow.
first one,
He
Andy
slipped
slipped out.
up.
Andy let it slip.
Yeah, let it slip.
That is
The first
disturbing yet unsurprising.
Yeah, I'm with Cranthor on this one. Disturbing yet unsurprising.
Just letting you guys know.
Sorry, the first one.
You
Though.
s-
The current ones are.
The current ones are not made out of people.
Oh, alright. I try not to judge people based on their pasts, but on their current actions. This fucker, though, I'd hate to, like, oh my god, like, Jesus. I don't want to visit him in a dark alley. No, I don't want to be even out here with him, but he's our way to north.
I'm okay still doing the job, but you guys are a little more standoffish on this. I want to see what you guys' thoughts on it were. I thought I'd just tell you what I learned.
I wish to avoid these candied men, if possible.
So you're saying you want to ditch this job as soon as possible?
No.
You just want to avoid the Candymen? You
Yes.
want to be a part of the job?
I realize this.
Maybe we'll get used to them.
I'm used to them already, but I know you guys don't like them that much.
It was a fine kill, but
Was it, though?
I have ripped things in half before.
But it was like you versus one other person. Well, actually, at the time, it was like 3 versus 1, and you were the one, and there were 3 of them. And
It's
I
like-
watched you do it, and it was terrifying.
We're with these guys for how many weeks do we agree to?
Another 6 days.
That's to the
I
capital and
think.
longer after that.
Oh dear. I had
Look at my
forgotten.
notes.
If you want to find a new job once we get to the capital, or if you want to keep working with them, I just want to see what you guys thought.
To be honest, I have no problem either way. My goal is to simply maintain what we have here. Make sure everyone makes it there safe and sound.
I didn't write how down. I didn't write down how long this was.
He is going to Roche's Bounty.
Yeah.
That's all I know.
And you,
But
the
my
contract is to get him there.
Mm-hmm. How long?
That'd be a 14, or no, sorry, that's longer. That'd be a 19-day journey altogether.
2 months.
That's why I'm asking.
To be honest, though, this is. He was commissioned by the Jimsons, yes? That's
Yes.
who we're going to see.
Right.
So it kind of makes sense to follow it all the way.
Unfortunately, yes.
So that means 12 days after capital.
Yes.
Make sure you guys are okay being with this guy for like 3 weeks.
2,
I've traveled with worse, friend.
3. Yeah,
So why? But you know, people seem to a little off put. So I just want to see what you guys thought once I learned. You know, these first people were made out of actual people. We all, none of us have qualms. I'm okay working with them still.
That's a strong phrase. Not having qualms and being able to like squash those qualms into a deep dark box in the
I mean,
recesses
qualm
of your
enough
mind.
to not work with them.
Oh no, it's fine.
I repress my feelings all the time. I get it.
It's considered repressed.
All right. We'll stick with the Candyman side.
Look, as soon as hair is involved, though, I just I'm no. Like we find hair and the candy, then I'm out.
That's fair. It's got a
That-
weird texture on the tongue.
Sorry, that's where you draw the line?
Yes. I just don't like hair and food.
Oh, speaking Cass, I had a question for you.
Hmm.
Last night, that thief or rogue or whatever the fuck he was, that bandit, he was a part of a group called the Bushwhackers. You ever heard of him? Know anything about him?
I mean, you can roll, but you don't automatically know.
I wouldn't have any idea, would I?
Just intelligence?
Yeah.
9.
Heard of
Ah, never mind.
How if I know?
There's some lower grade game from what I know.
Sounds about right.
We probably need to get this caravan moving though.
Probably quite a few running around.
They seem quite incompetent.
I mean, I think anyone would be when they get ripped in half by Candyman.
Most of them out here are. If they were good at what they did, they wouldn't be here.
True.
They'd be elsewhere.
This is a poor choice of path to
Why?
be a bandit.
Well, I just mean they would be in a better group.
They wouldn't have getting pulled apart by two Candyman. Oh, Candyman.
Also, the Candyman, they don't like daylight.
Good to know.
Seems to be a weakness of theirs.
Hmm.
Keep that in mind.
Fantastic.
I will. Thank you for sharing. Any other concerns?
Yeah, we're wasting all this time talking to us. They get that caravan going, huh?
Yeah.
Off
Let's
we
go
go
then.
then.
Indeed.
You get back to camp in time to see a patrol of a dozen Legionnaire riders just going down the road beside your encampment. They don't really stop to pay you any mind, just on their way
South, north, which way?
south.
How many?
12.
12. Okay. I wonder how they fared against them. I wonder how they fared against the gnolls.
Aren't the Knolls, like, really far away from here, from my understanding?
Sort of.
Hopefully.
I sort of set, like, match pace with one. Excuse me. Because they're marching, right?
No, they're riding.
Oh, they're
Like,
riding, never mind.
fairly quickly.
Okay, no, then never mind. I could ask now. Well, I mean, the next riders that go by, I could wave them down, ask them if there's any news from the south.
Might be able to catch them.
No, it's
What do you
next one.
guys care about what's going on in the South for?
It would please me to know that the gnolls have been destroyed.
Oh, we came from the south.
Okay.
We lost many to the gnolls.
It's all about the future, guys. You can't get hung up on your pasts.
Easier said than done.
Indeed.
You guys just continues walking.
They back with the caravan.
Yes.
I've been worried sick about you all. Except for Mr. Sparks, he just left. And she cut my hair.
Oh, it looks nice.
And Greg's hair.
Oh, Greg, you look so dapper.
Hey!
Aww.
You are quite adept at the
I
cutting
like,
of
I don't mess up his hair. I smooth it down, like make sure it's perfect.
It's really poofy, too.
perfect
It's got volume.
Yeah,
He
and
looks
I like
like a
just
smaller
comb it down with my
sign.
fingers.
That's exactly what I mean, Cranthor.
He's looking good, isn't he, Cranthor?
Indeed. I will roll deception if necessary.
I figure my passive deception would be good enough.
Oh, that's a natural 1.
You are so handsome,
Greg,
Greg.
he's just jealous because he can't grow hair.
Yes,
Oh,
it-
I'm so
Yes.
sorry.
That
So
is
sorry.
indeed.
I didn't.
It's fine.
Right.
He just
Yeah.
shuts up
That could be-
and stares at his
You
feet.
good.
It is
Buddy.
alright, dear boy.
You hurt this child.
A lot of bullies.
So, Greg, let's talk about your studying curriculum while we're on the road today.
Yes, Master Simon?
I want you to read the aberration book like usual. I need as much juicy information as you can extract. I'm going to continue attempting to learn Aquan with Cranthor if Cranthor would be willing.
And
Of
after that,
course.
We'll go from there. We might focus on more marksman training or potentially teaching you firebolt. We need to get you some defense, buddy.
You are a marksman.
Also want to take a look at those
Learning. Look what?
Also want to take a look at those schematics for the. Is it a little shield marble? Was that the effects of shield that I seen?
Yeah,
Yeah, I
that's it, Master.
I definitely want to take a
I
gander.
pull
at
out
that.
a light crossbow. Here. I have no need of it.
Finger off the trigger.
It
Off the
is
trigger.
not
Treat it like it's
loaded.
always loaded.
Still.
Treat
Just a
it like
good
it's
habit to
always
get
loaded.
into.
Well, do you keep it preloaded for combat?
I would have unloaded it before handing it to him.
Okay.
Still,
so
you should keep. He's
dry
right though.
fires it.
That's really
Oh,
bad for the bow,
dear.
Greg.
Oh, okay.
Sparks is very adept with crossbows. He feels you.
I give him 17 crossbow bolts.
Oh, thank you.
Again,
Of
finger
course.
off the trigger. Unless you plan to shoot.
Okay.
He's a natural with that thing, Mr. Sparks. You should have seen him last night with Cash.
I believe it. That's still good advice, though, in general. Now, come see me, Greg. I might teach you some things.
Oh,
If we get time.
okay.
We'll prioritize.
What
I
kind
know
of
some cool
change?
tricks. You'll see what I teach them. Be surprised.
I'm gonna go read the book now.
Thank you, Greg.
And he grabs it and he just runs to the back cart and he sits on the back of it and just
We
starts paging
should
through.
purchase a short sword or dagger for him.
I don't think that's his style.
No, I don't think that's his style either. It's not my style.
No, but when someone gets close to you,
Yeah, Simon, you
Indeed.
don't always have.
A firebolt is just as good as a dagger.
Yeah.
Not at close
close, yeah.
range.
I
Why
can
not-
teach them
why not?
other ways to defend themselves. There's
Well,
none of this.
from a
when people
mechanic
get close.
standpoint, if you firebolt somebody that's right up in your face, it's a disadvantage.
Is that true?
yeah,
I thought
but
that was
Range
a
attack rolls.
spell.
Yeah, all ranged attacks.
Never mind then.
Yeah, only save spells get around that.
I've got
That's why we hide behind you, Crantor.
True.
I've got an extra dagger if you'd like it.
Why are we giving the child?
He's run away already, so he's not present.
No, he's looking at that board.
What's the caravan
Grant
doing?
Lord.
Are they getting formation?
I
Yeah,
think
yeah, they're
it
ready to
would
go.
be
Are we ready to leave,
wise.
Mr. Sparks?
Yeah, I was ready to leave like 30 minutes ago.
I agree.
Cass will walk over to Greg. Pull out his extra dagger.
Oh, hi, cat. Oh. Did I say something bad?
No, if someone gets close. Trust me, if you said something bad, you wouldn't know I was here. Sorry, that was harsh. Anyway, Cass pulls it out. I'll teach you how to use one of these, alright?
Okay.
Everyone's
Keep
apprentice
it
now.
sheathed, unless we're using it.
Don't touch triggers. Don't take out a sheet. Got it.
Right, and pointy end, yeah?
Yeah.
Cass puts it back, hands it to him.
Takes it lightly.
When you gain a bit more muscle
Ah!
mass, do not be frightened, dear boy.
What, did you go over there with him?
I did, I walked over. When you gain a bit more mass, I will teach you how to use a hammer.
Yeah, I gotta like bulk up.
Indeed.
You can only be good at so many things, guys.
Start up daily calisthenics.
We shall do push-ups each morning.
I'm gonna have to rewrite the fucking factotum class for this kid. But
Yep. Yep.
The stuff I will teach him is in line with what I think he can do.
This is
Granthor
why he
thinks
dies.
anybody can do it.
I was gonna say dagger's dex, so.
I don't think he's a dad.
I don't think he's a dex
I was gonna
either.
say if he's shooting though, crossbow.
That is true. He's decent with a crossbow.
He had advantage on all those shots.
That's
That's
also
also
true.
helping him though.
That's also true. Anyway, so are we ready to head out?
Try to keep away.
Again, I was
from
ready to head out like 30 minutes
enemies,
ago.
however.
Alright,
yes, that's number one.
scouting again?
Lead them towards
Yeah, I
me.
think do the same thing we did yesterday.
Okay.
Just let me know if that wolf shows up.
The wolf from yesterday?
Wolf here.
I have an idea why he was here now.
He knows Finnegan.
Who's Finnegan? You guys mention him a lot.
He is a druid who traveled with us for some time.
All right.
And that is all I really want to talk about with that.
Then let's move.
All right, guys, we're going.
Oh, well,
Hey,
you heard him.
Off we go.
All aboard the Candy Express.
18 more days. 18 more days. 18 more days.
I asked.
Yeah, Cranthor and I will get on the back wagon.
I guess I
Joining
will take
Greg.
up center again.
Cass is scouting up front.
I will take front wagon. And you shall bamf in between wherever you need to be.
Yeah, what's in the front right now?
All right.
Once I see that wolf.
I start reading Love on the Run, Mysterious Stranger Part 2. Would you like to read Part 1?
No thanks.
Would you like to read Caravans of Love?
You know, I prefer to make my smut stories, not read them.
I don't see why you can't do both.
Well, who's gonna keep an eye out if we're both reading smut up here?
I'm keeping watch.
Well, back there.
Say, Cass, as it's being read through, you do recall that there were a lot of very graphic modeling poses that did go along with that book.
Quite a few.
A lot of spread eagles.
Good days.
Oh,
Good days.
Wait, is there... There are illustrations in this one. Oh my goodness, they really went all out for the second.
Is it actually cast or is it based on him?
So the writing is based on him. The pictures are totally
Like,
Totally.
like
him?
yeah, like posing for like a painter.
So they'd see the tattoos then.
Some of that might be left out.
Got it.
wait, but like is okay,
Can you
posed
tell
for
it's
it.
baby cats?
But can I tell it's Cassian?
It's plausible, but not 100%.
All right, I look at then.
It seems familiar for sure.
Can I roll an intelligence or something?
Honestly, it's one of those ones where you just have to go with your gut.
I look at the pictures. And I look at the cast. I like his retreating figure. And I slowly close the book.
More so the ones on his arms, not necessarily the steel shadow.
Yeah,
Do those actually?
it would have been your discretion to tell the artist what to do.
Oh, okay. He wouldn't have then.
All right.
And I look again.
That's the seed
So, Cranthor,
planted.
you want to start working on verbs today? Cracking open the
Taylor's
Aquan lexicon.
Of course.
Do any of you actually keep watch?
Smart as citrus.
I
Yeah.
do. Yes.
Totally.
Granthor would like to make sure to keep watch as he's speaking.
I don't know if you can
It's
do
hard to do that.
Can I do that?
Like reading and things while keeping watch.
You at disadvantage.
We're literally guarding a caravan.
I mean, it's not that I'm reading the book the entire
You're
time.
fine. You're sitting next to me. He's
Yeah.
actually our rear lookout.
Oh well, that's important.
On second thought,
What if I have Greg watch out while we're practicing?
But then he can't read your aberration.
I'll have him work on that when we're not doing that.
All right, I'm just saying.
I just want to speak your mother tongue so bad, Cranthor. Such a beautiful language.
roll persuasion.
Okay. I'll sprinkle guidance on. I probably don't even need to, but I will anyways. I got a 16.
Very well.
Excellent. Hey, Greg, could you keep your eyeballs peeled while myself, and Uncle Cranthor do some learning?
Sure thing, Master. Should I keep reading and keep
Um,
watch, or
Don't worry about the book for now.
okay?
This will be some good marksman practice.
Got it. And he like pulls out his crossbow.
Remember, don't keep that trigger discipline. Or
Only
Cass-
if I'm going to shoot.
Cass will bitch you out so hard and probably stab you.
Yeah.
No, just cut off your trigger finger. It's fine.
Anyway, so
And yours.
verbs, adjectives, proper nouns. Do I need to make any kind of rolls to try to learn the language?
Would I give him advantage by helping?
That's the only reason I'm trying to
You
get him to help
you
me.
can for a little bit. Some of the book you can help with. You don't really have a good knowledge of like the formalities of Aquan. Just you have a colloquial way you've learned to speak it, and there are certain like conjugations that you can pass on from that.
I know a specific dialect. Some of these words are foreign to me.
It's like ye old common, I get it.
I suppose, yes.
I'm at 21 perception to look around.
I'm still looking, so I'll roll at disadvantage.
Do I need to make a roll?
If you want to.
I'm looking for that wolf on top of that roll. That's one thing I am specifically looking for.
18.
18,
9.
9,
I got a 14.
14. You two see the wolf. It is off the road a ways, but still within sight of the bushes, kind of watching your caravan periodically and then sweeping its side and keeping an eye on you.
Fuck, I finally get to see it.
I see that wolf. I want to try and talk to him real quick.
Oh yeah, sure. She's reading the books.
And keep an eye out like you're doing. You're doing great. And he, sorry,
What?
He climbs off the wagon and tries to go talk to the wolf.
All right. You just plod on over. Doesn't run away.
I try to wave her.
Just freezes and watches you approach.
I see you're still following us. Are you watching us or are you watching the Candy Man?
Yes, no.
It
Questions?
points its snout at you
So you're watching us.
and nods.
Alright. I was hoping you were watching them. Thanks for this berry. They said you grew it.
It nods again.
Are you trying to protect us?
It shrugs.
All right, well, I'm going back there. You're not very talkative. Still have the business card.
Pulls
It-
it out of his pocket.
It bares its teeth and like resting under its tongue is this damp card with the ink's running a little bit.
Oh,
Here,
buddy.
here, take another one.
Kind of just adds that to the
All right, well, if you need anything, you're following us, and we're right over there.
nods.
Keep an eye on these candy men.
Nods again.
Yeah, I'll go back.
Did you glean anything this time?
No, that's a tough wolf to read.
I know, right? I thought I did really well last time I talked to him, and no, you get shit.
I thought maybe he was watching the Candy Man, sir.
Oh,
He said he wasn't.
shit.
Right, he said he's definitely watching us.
Really? What for?
I don't know.
To protect us?
No, I literally specifically asked him that. That's weird you asked me
Oh,
that.
really?
But he said that he shrugged. I don't think that's it.
Oh, that's not good, is it?
I don't think so. But he did feed us berries.
But what does he
Did anyone
want?
check the berries?
Oh, no.
Pass you a new one.
I mean, did anyone check it before they fucking ate it?
I still
No.
have one.
Grantor just ate it.
Oh, honestly, I've seen the berries before.
Have you ever seen one that I've seen a good berry? They're normally a lot smaller than this fucking tomato that I'm holding.
Oh yeah, right. Never mind.
Should we eat one?
Yes, master.
It's
See if
not a
these are
tomato.
poisonous.
It's an oversized goodberry.
Did you eat one?
Yes?
You also ate one.
Yes, I ate it. I'm sorry. I thought that
Oh,
maybe
shit.
good berries were just different depending on who casted it.
I'm gonna go have Simon take a look at this thing.
Sure. All right. I guess I will.
Yeah, I'll climb back off the wagon and go for the who's eating one now.
You just see Grant just juice dripping down his chin.
Did
as
everyone eat
he's
one but me?
devouring a good berry.
No, I didn't eat mine.
Okay.
Grantor
Hey,
ate
Mr.
his the
Sparks.
night before.
What's going on?
Good morning. Is it?
That all runs together.
Hold up the sundial watch.
See if you can figure this good berry
Wait.
out. Why it's so big, maybe?
Morning.
You think there's something wrong with it?
I don't know. Just maybe take a look at it.
Sure.
And I'll roll medicine on it.
Is that what we're rolling?
I want you to Arcana it.
Arcana.
Medicine.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nature will be better than medicine in this case. I'll allow medicine, but it will be
I'll do nature.
harder.
I'm not proficient, but I'm pretty high.
Can Grantor do nature?
Yes.
I got 15.
I also got a 15.
I got a 3.
I'm nervous. Can I pull mine out and look at it too?
Yeah. What was the highest roll?
We both got
I
15s for
got-
Arcana and Nature.
An 18 for a medicine check.
You all look at it and it seems like it's just a really big good berry.
They
Eyeing
taste
it, I can't
quite
see
good.
anything wrong with
It's like
it,
a
Mr.
plum
Sparks.
sized good berry.
I do agree. It's really big for a good berry. Someone's got a green thumb.
I think it's fine.
Hopefully, because Greg just mowed down one of them.
I think most of our party did.
I ate one last night. I feel fine.
I'm sure it'll be all right.
I'm sure.
I'm sure it'll be okay. Anything else that you need, Mr. Sparks?
No, that's pretty much it.
All right. We will go back to the lexicon.
Okay.
On my way back, I'll stop in at his wedding, if you want to do someone else. But
You guys have something they're doing with travel cycles for today?
I do, but it can wait after.
Okay. So, you too.
how's your watch going, Etta? Thought I'd check in so you don't get lonely.
No, alright. I'm used to being alone sometimes. Finally saw that fucking wolf. Didn't see it once yesterday, even though y'all were pointing at it.
I don't know what to think about that wolf. It's following us specifically as a group. Not the candy mans like us.
Well, I mean, we've been approached by druids 4 or 5 times now, so
You as a party.
we
I
as a
have
party ran into some before I met these guys.
not. Maybe you should talk to the wolf.
I was thinking about it, but I'm afraid it. I mean, I can.
He said the other druids normally like you.
I mean, they haven't disliked me.
Watch your wagon. And you go talk to the wolf. He's tough to fucking read at it. He's got a hell of a poker face. Don't agree to gamble with that wolf.
Well, I didn't plan on gambling with anybody, but I'll go talk to him. I guess I'll make my way toward the wolf.
You walk over. It does not take an aggressive stance. It kind of just sits down and looks up at you.
Hey, bud. I didn't get to say hi yesterday.
Aroo.
Oh. I'm Etta. Thanks
Wolf.
for the... God, you're so cute. Oh, man. And I don't say that out loud, but the running commentary in Etta's brain is just, goddamn, look at this dog. I appreciate the good berries. Is it normal for them to get this big out here? Are they poisonous?
Shakes his head again.
Are they weird?
Shrugs.
Should we have them?
Nods.
Are we a threat?
Shrugs again.
Are you trying to decide if we're a threat?
Still shrugs.
This is a bad game of 20 questions.
Is there anything I can do that might answer any questions you have?
Yeah, someone cast Moonbeam on this fucker.
It looks at you for a moment, and then you see it look at the ground, and it starts making kind of a digging motion.
You want
But then the paws move away a little bit. And before you is a very crudely drawn emblem of the Ebon Cabal. And it looks up at you, and it looks down at it, and then it looks up at you.
Yeah, that's some bad shit. Hate them guys. Yeah?
Nods again.
Are you looking for somebody to help you with them?
Nods.
Okay. Alright.
He has my business card, this fucker.
I got two of them now.
You can... What's that in your mouth, bud?
Ah,
You might just want to spit those out. Those get nasty after a while.
nods.
Yeah, you can spit them out. It's okay.
You just kind of...
Sorry,
it
bud.
takes some work for it to get
I'm
this
so
dislodged.
sorry.
Dog with peanut
I'm
butter.
so sorry.
The little like paper bits are still in there. It's kind of it has a its tongue isn't wet enough to just dislodge that.
What have you done?
I hate to ask it, and please don't take any offense to it, but are you always a dog, or are you sometimes a person? I mean, you're always a person, but are you like a humanoid person, or are you always a dog?
It nods.
You're always a dog? You're so smart.
Well, you don't know what the nod, but you asked a
Oh,
two-part
no.
question.
Yeah,
Are
it's
you
boring.
always a dog? Are you always a dog?
It shakes its head.
It'd be a lot easier for us to help you
It nods.
if I could talk to you in common. Can you become a person?
Give me a persuasion.
A persuasion? Oh no.
You do it.
A 12.
A 12? Do it with advantage.
Okay.
You've been.
That was worse.
It looks at you, and it. There's definitely like intelligence in its eyes.
Uh-huh.
But instead of it, it like lurches a little,
Uh-huh.
and it stops. It just looks towards you and just makes like a
What if,
noise.
what if we met you at night or something? Would that be better?
It walks up and just like
Does he
boops you on like the hand.
And it visibly dies.
Yeah, it visibly dies this time. It's like, okay, well, we're gonna be, once we stop for the night, we'll,
When you say will, it shakes its head.
you'll find us?
And then it boops you again.
Okay, alright, we'll wait for you then. And then we'll follow you out to a place that you're choosing and hope you ain't gonna kill us.
It nods.
Yeah? Okay. Alright. Well, I promise I won't kill you.
It nods again.
I don't know how much we're gonna be able to help you right now, though. But I'd love to have a conversation.
Shrugs.
All right. Well, I'll look forward to seeing you tonight. Then, okay?
Nods.
I'll see you later.
Arr.
Thanks again for the good berries.
And it just sits there and waits for
Do you want some jerky? I can trade.
It just opens its mouth.
Oh, here you go.
And just snaps that out of your hand.
Well, again, thank you. I'll see you tonight.
It doesn't really make an expression towards you, but and just chews on the jerky.
All right, well, bye. I'll turn around and freak out a little bit and walk back to the wagons.
We'll pause.
I don't see why you guys are complaining so much about him being so. What?
Pause there. Just pause the recording.
Oh,
Greg,
Yes, master.
pop quiz.
Oh,
I throw an empty potion bottle into the air and tell him to shoot it.
he misses.
Damn it. That's okay. You can't pass all the pop quizzes, Greg.
That one was in.
I didn't have my finger on the trigger.
You should have seen him, Cranthor. He 3 for 3 last night. Cass was getting some pretty good pointers, but it was a thing of beauty. I was just testing your limits.
He goes to reload it.
Is he able to reload it properly?
Yeah, he can load it.
Okay. He's better at that than I am. I hate reloading.
That is what the small piece on the front is for. Stick your foot in it. Pull back.
It won't damage it.
No, I'm not there.
Oh, okay. As long as Cass won't yell at me.
Oh, he's probably gonna do that regardless. Don't feel bad.
Okay.
It's the only way he knows to show affection.
So he ignores the wench on the side.
There's
just
usually a
grabs
wrench
it
on these things.
and just sticks it in the
Yeah.
wood and just.
Perhaps use the.
And it's not working.
Use the conventional method, Greg.
Whichever is.
Oh, thank goodness. I thought
It's a good workout though.
I thought if I tried any harder, I'd snap it in two.
Alright. Then we'll go back to the lexicon.
All right.
I figure that you've relayed the information from the druid. Edda?
I guess. Have I made it back to the wagon?
Yes.
I've made it back.
It's just off the road.
You done it.
I don't know why you guys thought he was so cagey. He seemed pretty willing to answer my questions.
What exactly did he answer?
So he doesn't. He's pretty sure we're not a threat, and he's not watching us necessarily
Maybe not a threat
for
to
that
him.
reason. No, he wants help, so far as I can.
With what?
tell.
He told us yesterday he didn't want our help. We specifically
What did
asked him
you-
that.
Ask.
We asked him if he needed our help. He shook his head no.
Well,
I'm not there.
That's exactly what happened, though.
Alright. I asked if there was something I could do to show him that we weren't a threat, or something like that. I don't remember what I said now. But he scratched out a rough outline of the Ebon Cabal sigil. And he wants help getting them out of the woods, near as I can tell, so.
Cranthor's not hearing this. He's
No.
not.
He said he'd come get us tonight. And talk to us as a person, so.
Well, we've already got one
No.
job.
Do you think you're allowed to say corpse mongers, under your breath every time?
Corpse.
We've already got one job at it.
I know we do, and I told him I didn't think we'd be able to help him, but we can hear him out at
Unless he's
least.
paying more than the Candyman says.
No, if there's a threat that we need to be aware of, more so than we're already aware of.
Well, it sounds like he needs help with a personal problem.
I know, but that personal problem has the potential to become our personal problem while we're on this road.
I think I don't know if they haven't Cabal fuck around with people too much. That sounds like they might just be
We
messing
just
with
saw
him.
him before we already ran into him once. Ain't nothing
The
saying
king-
we won't be able to run into him again.
They're not here. They don't just attack people. They work for the kingdom. It seems
Hopefully.
like the
I
elves
don't know.
have more of a problem with it than everyone else in the region.
I think there's.
That's accurate, isn't it?
I don't know. That's why I said I wanted to talk to him.
I'm saying if he's willing to pay more than this fucking weird
We
ass
already
candy.
took a job. We don't.
But if
we're-
he pays more than the Candyman, sir, he might be able to take on a different job.
Maybe if we can do them both at once, but I ain't too keen on. Even if he is creepy as fuck, I ain't keen on backing out of a contract.
Unless one comes along and pays better.
No. You gotta. We did this under a guild. If we renege or if we don't fulfill a contract, then that goes against us.
We keep breaking contracts left and right. It's not gonna be a good look.
But you guys are very all uncomfortable with the Candymancer. So this could be a good way to make the money we would make and get away from these crazy fuckers that you guys don't like.
I mean, it's possible. At the very least, we get information
Now,
we
if he
didn't
just
have
wants help for
before.
free, I don't know about that.
I mean, we can go talk to him if you want to. He's gonna come find us, so I'm gonna go hear him out. Doesn't mean anything if we don't need to do it. If we don't need to do it. But he's willing to talk to
We'll
us.
see what the pay is.
If there is pay.
If there's no pay, I'm definitely not doing it.
And I could have misinterpreted the whole thing, so we're just gonna go talk to him.
Hopefully he's got deep wolf pockets.
I'm gonna go tell Cranthorne Simon, okay?
Alright, I'll go tell Runman.
Cass!
Do I hear that with my passive?
Yes.
Now meet me at Cranthorne's wagon.
He'll head
And I
back.
walk back. And I relay the same information.
We should speak with him.
We haven't been wronged by any druids so far, have we?
Not to my knowledge, no.
It's becoming a theme. We do get approached by them an awful lot.
We do.
We're very druid friendly.
Exactly.
They did take our caravan,
Yes.
like masters.
Those
load
were
and
druids.
Stuff. Those were druids.
That was valid, though.
And a lot of you guys felt like you were wronged by that.
I
What are you
edited
talking
it.
about?
That it was very,
The
very
logs.
much.
They were taken back by the druids.
By the banished, not necessarily by the
The
druids.
banished.
I don't know if
Although
they're
there might be druids in the banished, but
maybe. Don't really know. Can I that everlasting was it gum?
Mm-hmm.
I'd like to investigate that.
Okay. You take it out of the wrapper?
I also know detect magic.
Yes, you do.
I would like to cast that upon it.
Well, you cast that on yourself.
I'd like to cast that upon myself.
It
Then-
is magic. And it radiates of a school you're not familiar with.
Is the color of energy pink with
Yes.
white stripes?
Perfect.
Is there any visual inspections I can give it?
It is perfectly uniform. Just a cylinder of pink.
Intriguing. Well, that was a waste of a spell slot.
I do not trust
You
that.
got ritual cast that shit, Simon.
I don't know if artificers can ritual cast.
Not without a
I don't.
feat.
Yeah.
so Edsa, you want to talk to him?
I want to talk to him. At the very least, like I said before, even if it doesn't and nothing comes from it, he's probably got information that'd be super helpful considering we also are traveling this road.
Would you like me to accompany you when you go see him?
I mean, sure. I mean, we all can't
I
go.
would like to go as well.
We'll
Well,
have
then
to take it up with Runwin and Mr. Sparks
No
because they
reason.
seemed keen on it too.
No reason for all of us to.
I
not
don't
go
think
see
we
him,
should
is there?
all of us go. I think 2 or 3 is going to be plenty.
Right, we need someone to keep an eye on the camp and everything.
He's got the gingerbread man. He'll be fine.
But it's suspicious.
For the rest of us,
What? We'll just
We
say
need
we're all.
to-
We'll just say we're
No,
all.
we're
using
not
the
all
bathroom.
using the bathroom
Wait.
at the same time.
we need to make sure
No.
that we maintain the guys that we're keeping this contract then, which means a couple of us go.
We're not. We're keeping. I don't think we should give up on the contract, guys. It's a
If we say we're gonna do something, we should do it.
exactly
That
That's
is
what our mom always
the
said.
honorable thing.
right. I'm glad you understand. That's what I was going for, but just
But for the Ebon Cabal,
Corpse
if we're
Mark.
fighting the Ebon Cabal, you're really going to just say, sure, we're gonna go and actually finish this contract.
can we
Then we'll
fight
come
the Evan
back.
Cabal though?
They are.
Can we fight the Evan Cabal?
Maybe
They're a
not
very
with a small
powerful
group.
organization.
I don't know. The White was difficult before we got rid of the White, and that was just a road like
That wasn't Ebon Cabal. That was
spares.
We don't know if it was an Evan Cabal agent or not.
He
had their
escaped his
schedule.
master.
His master was part of the Ebon Cabal, but the Rogue White was not necessarily.
No, the Rogue
wasn't
White wouldn't have
technically-
been. He was very,
Right,
very
he was
keen on
under the
not
control or
joining them
whatever.
again, but he used to be. Whatever created him was.
Right, but if we can.
I don't know if that's something we want to tango with.
If it pays.
The Iron
Huh?
Shell clan has
Tango.
never openly combated the Ebon Cabal.
But again, if it pays, and pays well, then we can get rid of some corpse loggers.
Listen, all I want to do is go talk to him because he was willing to talk to us.
No, we can do that first.
Who's talking to him?
I'm assuming. I don't know. I guess. Do I get to go? I don't
Well,
know
it
if I
sounds
get
like
to
you
go.
should go, considering he was the first one to talk to you.
I think Cass can go without anyone knowing he went.
Yeah.
I'll stay behind with Greg.
I would like to go.
Okay.
He said he knew Finnegan.
All right. You'll probably have to fight Mr. Sparks for it, but you go for it. I'll let you guys hammer that out.
I will arm wrestle him again.
I retired, undefeated champ, baby.
Well, I mean, all right. We'll talk about it more tonight when we make camp.
Sounds good to me.
Granthor, don't let Simon distract you.
What?
Someone needs to watch the road.
Indeed, I suppose.
Why? Greg was on it. He got his crossbow. What? Don't get, you know how good of a shot he is.
Because I was standing right there telling him to keep his fucking elbow down.
Still,
Anyway,
Exactly.
you still need me.
No, I think you're good. Just, I guess, watch out for dead people. Or people that make dead people.
that's a good rule of thumb.
Of
Just for
course.
every day.
Well, watching out for dead people, eh? Dead people aren't a threat.
Book in general.
Undead people are.
Whatever made him dead might be.
Be careful. You talk more than that at camp.
Well.
And I'll go back up and pop myself down on my wagon.
Ascast is heading forward. Enjoying that book run, Win.
As he asked that, you flip to about halfway through at this point, and a centerfold sheet just unfolds out of it.
Yep, definitely you.
What? Of course it is.
What do you mean, of course it is?
Of course it is.
You guys just really
Oh, come now, Ronwin.
like from the centerfold, watches it go into the pouch.
I'm a good-looking man. Come on now. Don't be like that.
And she, after she puts it away, she does a thing where like it's obvious that the charm is about to be turned on. And why would I need to look at that when I could just look at you right there?
Oh, you're so sweet.
Now go away.
But then you can't look at me anymore.
Yep.
You guys are just gonna keep going.
Runwin's face is slightly less gray. That's it though. Yay! Andrea has full on rosacea though.
Cass is gonna go ahead and head back off into the woods.
On one.
That's me.
All aboard for this ship.
I ship it. I made it a thing.
That's
One
better.
thing.
Ed actually got something useful out of Wolf.
Why are you so... my...
No, I'm not surprised you did. I'm surprised he gave something up. You're the first person he's talked to. That was on a slide that Ed.
I'm surprised that the wolf said anything.
So am I. He wants our help with the Ebon Cabal.
And I wasn't kidding. She really is good with druids.
I guess. I don't know. She told me she was, and she came back, and she got some information.
Alright, he wants some information on the Ebon Cabal.
He wants us to help him with the Ebon Cabal. Get him out of their woods.
I still got a little bit of
You said that?
I'm good, but thank you.
That's what Ed has said. So we're supposed to meet him tonight, maybe. I don't think we should do it for free, but if he's paying us more than this Candymancer guy, maybe we should, consider it.
Oh, this is so much information.
It's like one thing.
Oh no, it's so many things. Can't you see? Oh, it's like... It's so many things.
Most of you guys hate those gingerbread men.
just because we don't like the gingerbread man doesn't mean we can't get used to it.
I'm already used to it. I feel very safe right now, especially at night. I slept like a baby last night, Runman.
I'm glad someone did. I just don't. It's not that we. It'll take the rest of us some time.
To get used to the Candymancer.
Yes.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Maybe if these druids can pay us anything more than what these guys are, maybe you guys don't have to get used to it.
But there's the issue with our name being attached to this job and then leaving a job.
If there's a reason no one else wants this job, maybe we won't get looked down upon for not helping the Candymancers.
Probably we won't be looked down upon.
That's what I'm saying. Like, maybe, these aren't the best guys to be helping to begin with.
Fair.
It's just something to think about.
No, I'm thinking about all of that. That's why I think of that's why I said so many options. My brain hurts. I don't think that any decisions can be made until we hear him out.
Absolutely. I just wanted to let you know what Etta wanted.
Thank you. I guess we're all going to go see him. The gingerbread men have protecting the caravan during the night well in hand. I'm not even sure that I even ever need to roll anything for any sort of perception check during the night ever again. I think what we're hired for is during the day. Period. What do you think?
That sounds about right to me. Yeah, if we can all get away from camp, maybe we can all go talk to him.
Yeah, I think we could.
I don't have a beef with the Evan Cabal, but I love making money.
I don't have any reason to particularly hate them one way or another, either. But I don't have any love for them either. Taking a side against such a grand group, a well-known group, well-oriented and funded, well-liked by the Crown group, that makes me nervous.
Oh, that's a fair point. We'll hear him out, see what he has to offer us.
Alright. It's worth making a very large enemy out of the kingdom, then maybe we can do something sneaky and get away with it. Cassian's very sneaky.
Exactly, that's what I'm thinking.
That'd be nice. I would love to be able to get away with
If we
things.
don't get anything out of it, though, I'm not for it.
Yes, if we can't get anything out of it, I'm not for it either. And mostly I just want to get to the Jamesons, and that job. We did tell you. No, we didn't. This is a fantastic opportunity. So let me share with you this letter that I got from the Jamesons, and it states the job and...
What was the job again? Can you remind me?
Yeah, it's very vague, and it would like our help. It heard that I was adventuring, and that I don't even think that it specified that what it was. I can look again, but I don't. It was. It's a job. It's for 2,000 gold pieces.
That's pretty good. Who are the Jimsons?
The Jimsons are old family friends of mine. They have provided a number of very quality minerals for I told you, maybe not. Oh.
You told me what?
My family has been jewelry makers for a very long time.
Jewelry makers?
Yes.
I could use some
What
jewelry.
Coolers. Oh.
Do you make jewelry?
Yes, I do. What would you like made?
Look for a real nice pinky ring.
Oh, I don't have one on me. I'd have to make it in a shop.
Jeweler's kit.
I have a jeweler's kit. And I need the materials.
I need to step up my bling game, Runway.
All right. Well, as long as you provide me with the materials, it doesn't matter.
Alright, I like the sound of this.
Sure.
I don't know if I've told you, but I'm actually a cleric.
Oh. You're a cleric.
I am. I've not told anyone in this group that.
No, you haven't.
I'm a pseudo-religious man.
Oh, well, what god do you worship?
Zagid.
Zagid.
Yeah, he loves making money. I love making money. It was an easy choice.
Oh, that does make sense.
I feel like he's a man that would respect another man with a pinky ring.
Honestly, I could totally see Zagid with a pinky ring. I think I've seen a statue. Oh, right. You go to Tibaldi's noble parties. Eventually, you come across a bunch of merchants.
They won't let me in.
Well, let me tell you about them.
Maybe with my pinky ring,
Maybe with your
they'll
pinky
change their
ring.
mind.
Yeah, alright. Oh, I do make a lot of jewelry for nobility. I mean, I will charge you based on
The friend price.
the friend price. Of course, you'll get a discount. Like 10%. And...
We'll discuss that later.
yes, we'll discuss it. And quality of work. How about that? I try to be as fair as possible. At least that's what my grandfather taught me.
I believe you.
Hard to read. Yeah, so you believe that Roman could probably do this. If you want a pink ring, simple enough.
It's a start.
It's a start. Well, thank you for sharing with me that you are cleric of Zagid, of all things. Can't say I'm not surprised. I am surprised. I've never met a cleric of Zagid before. How does it work? Do you, like, toss a coin into the air and he's just like, yoink, thank you, and you give him, and he gives you powers?
Something like that.
Really? Really?
I mean, enough coin.
Oh, gods almighty. I'm more
Yeah,
intelligent than I thought.
And he likes other things, fine silks.
This is true, so I've been told. Fine silks, fine jewelry.
He's a man of fine taste like me.
We do have, my grandfather, we're not a very religious sort, but my grandfather does have his emblem on our shop, the front, of course, just like every shop does, but,
Actually, make a lot of my choices by flipping a coin.
oh, really?
Saves time.
How does that work for you?
Really good. People overthink shit all the time. I just flip a coin, I'm done.
Never thought of it that way. Wow, the time in my life that I've wasted.
Most time it doesn't even fucking matter.
It doesn't? Oh, maybe I haven't wasted it. Oh, thank goodness, I feel much better. Alright.
But
yes,
yeah, we'll meet
so,
this wolf later.
also, these books are about Cassian.
Those books are about Cassian.
Yes, these two!
You got it.
Would you like? Are you sure you
I mean, that does kind of look like him.
It does look like him, doesn't it?
It does.
I'm not crazy.
Maybe they'll write some books about me.
I mean, have you done anything smart book worthy?
I have, but now I'll start writing something about it. They say
There you
big
are.
things come in small packages.
Honestly, I do say that. Well, we'll have to get you some more paper when we stop at the next town.
I think so.
I would
think I
be
can
happy
write
to
that.
help you write that.
Cass,
Yes.
you mentioned you had rolled stealth and perception earlier.
Yes.
You have to give me the results of those now.
Still, 25, perception 21. Cass is back,
Hey,
bitches.
Cass is back,
Hell yeah.
bitches.
How far ahead of the caravan are you?
I'm thinking he's probably about 60 feet at the moment.
You look into the road, and there are barricades, like wooden barricades that have been propped up. They're not very big. They look like someone could have lifted them and just popped them down right in the middle of the road with a little bit of effort.
Okay.
They block passage from both directions,
Okay.
and in between them are a number of bodies. These bodies are mostly in leathers, some chain.
Okay.
The corpses on the ground resemble men who were not particularly well kept. And amongst them, there are 3 medium-sized hound-shaped animals with streaks of red and flame that line their body, chewing on the corpses. 2 individuals in gray robes with crimson streaks walk amongst them. With your perception being so good, you notice an emblem at their neck. They bear they wear an amulet that is in the shape of an upside down pyramid.
Millennium puzzle.
Do I recognize what that is?
Yes.
Use the trap card.
Yes.
Like, religion-wise,
But I will allow you to roll for more knowledge on it.
Okay. 5 on that one, actually.
You are aware that that is a emblem of acolytes of Jelkanar, the god of inversed order and perversion.
No.
That's probably bad.
In between the two acolytes in robes is an individual who appears to be dressed in they have basically clothes over armor. You can tell from the bulk and the unnatural shape that this person is more equipped. And they appear to be reading from a tome and chanting as they scatter some sort of powdery substance around them. They do not appear aware of you at this point in time.
How far away was Cass from the caravan?
About 60 feet.
But Cassian doesn't sit in the road whenever he scouts.
Yeah, I know, he's off to the side.
Although you do see a couple of the hounds lift up from eating and just not quite aware of your location, but sensing
starting to-
something.
He's gonna move back to the group.
Okay.
Quickly but stealthily because dogs, man.
Yeah.
So where are we at, kind of?
You are down here.
Okay, where are they at?
Pop them on the board for you.
Grab the hounds already?
Yep, I did. I was busy.
Oh, I was busy. I didn't even notice.
We're rubbernecking.
So they're impromptu barricades. About here-ish.
Puppies.
Are we talking like, basically like carved wooden spike type,
Yeah.
like crisscrossy?
Yeah, and you could move through like these spaces without hindrance, but it definitely would block
Like
it from
diagonally
everything.
through here?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. If this was
So like
definitely
a person could walk through this and not really get
a wagon, horses, they'd have a rough time.
like a large creature would.
Well, come on. How did those Imperial soldiers make it through? How did when they?
Well, he said that it was something they could
They're
quickly
right.
throw down.
Yeah, I know it. I know how they actually did it.
Oh, okay. They
It's
jumped.
Andrea. Yeah, they
They
jumped.
free willied right over him.
Making conversation.
Oh, well, trade jumping horse would not have any trouble with a obstacle if that's us.
You would know. So I will take your word for it.
That's
One
like
thing I know about
this one's
horses
just over here, just kind of petting like the mid back of it.
Yes, baby.
Occasionally withdrawing his hand as he singes himself and then trying to do it again.
Ooh, you're good dog. Ooh, you're good baby. Ooh, see you.
Have I
Juggle
seen
baby.
creatures like that before? Fiery dogs?
Yes, actually, you have had to deal with a client or a mark who had these.
Hate those fucking things.
You know that you don't know exactly what they are, but you know that they have a bite that is absolutely ferocious and they can breathe fire.
Sometimes. Yeah.
What are they though?
And they are beefy.
Once Cass makes it back to the group. Hold.
Oh,
What's
hello.
the problem,
Yes.
Cass?
Got company up front. Couple priests of Jokana, seems like.
More like Jokinar, huh?
They told me they have fucking burning dogs,
Can I roll
whatever.
for Jokinar, see if I know anything about
And
it?
burning dogs.
I'm not
Yeah,
proficient.
Dogs
That's
that
why
can
you
breathe fucking fire.
don't automatically
Do
don't.
your water trick at them and just poof, put them out.
No, that's 4.
Yeah,
I don't
You
know.
said
what
they blocked the road, Cass.
I'm
Yeah.
professional with history. Do I already know Joel Connor is?
I would say through history, yeah, you know him more by reputation than any divine knowledge. But Jelkanar has been the foil of many an ambitious man and well-meaning person in general. He lives to foil the schemes of those who wish to move the world one way or the other. Except instead of outright thwarting them, he usually twists their designs into some sort of inversed manner, and it serves him while damming the individual.
Who did you
jacket.
come up to first, though? Would they know this in the back of the caravan? What you're saying?
It would actually be you guys first, because I'd be telling you guys as a whole.
Once the caravan stopped, though, Cranthor would head up to the front to see what's going on.
So, alright. Our top priority should be the safety of the caravan.
Yeah, clearing the road out.
And then clearing out the road.
They do have barricades. We should be able to move them once they're gone. They were doing some sort of, I think, ritual. The guy in the middle was throwing some down sort of salt? Powder. Something.
Yeah.
Cranthor would step up by this point, wouldn't he? Why have we stopped?
We've got company in the road.
Who?
I assume priests of Jokin are the upside down pyramid, right?
I know nothing
I'll
of
be
Someone knows who
Jelkana.
those Jokin are,
I'll
right?
be honest, I don't know much about religion.
Okay. Right.
I know nothing of Jelkana.
Ugh. Great. Why do they stop now?
I'll make a roll, though, based on what you described. I'll see if I've seen anything like it. It's a 17.
You haven't directly dealt with them,
Mm-hmm.
but there was a dwarven group of gem crafters who, to show off the glory of their house, endeavored to make the grandest gem ever made and place it at the surface of their cavern so that it might reflect light and just permanently light their homes.
Okay.
Jelkanar had infiltrated this clan, or at least a servant of his, and when the gem was put into place, the crafting was just so that it took the sun's light and it cooked every dwarf in the Warrens.
Jokinar's bad news, guys. But I'm specifically rolling 2 to see if I knew what the sprinkling of the magic was that he was describing.
You don't know that.
Okay.
I waved
Bad
down
news.
Edda and
Simon.
No, Edda would have walked up.
Simon's still in the bag.
Simon!
Not too loud.
This probably.
How close are they to us, Cass? How far away are we?
Now it's something I want to do.
Greg, we better go see what they need.
How
Yes,
many?
master. Let me just save my place for the thing.
Don't dog here.
No, never. He pulls out a tassel.
They would blacklist us from every
Aw.
library.
How far up the road were they?
He's actually
Cass?
glued one into the book.
Nice.
Didn't have one before.
Nice.
How many are there number, Cassian?
3 people, 3 dogs.
Dogs.
How far away are they, Cass?
Dogs that can breathe fire, by the way. About how far?
These are not dogs of
They're probably 180 feet down the road. There's kind of a curvature to the thing, a bit of a soft hill where you are you're out of sight because of that.
About 180 feet or so. Just past the hill.
How sneaky are some of you?
Not at all.
I'm not either.
I think I'm the only one.
No, but I've got some range.
I'm thinking maybe, the muscle here could go up and tell them to get the fuck out of the road, or we'll clear them out of the road while you guys prepare an ambush while we're distracting them.
Could we potentially go around?
It looks like a lot of trees the DM drew.
They've got barricades, so going around would be challenging with that. Pointing to the wagon.
So we must either reason with them or slay them.
Or we just tell them to get the fuck out of the road.
I'm assuming Simon has joined with them.
How about?
Simon, dear boy, we have a
We never
problem.
stop for good things, so I'm assuming the worst.
Followers of Jelkana.
Oh, he's got news.
Simon, do you have any range?
Yes, I do. A little
How
bit.
about the 3 of us? We walk up, tell them to get the fuck out of the way while you 3 come in and ready to range attacks.
Alright. Sure.
Should be easy to hide with the 3 of us distracting them, huh?
I suppose. I'm not sure I understand why you're going up at all.
To tell them to get out of the road.
If I can speak on this,
Yeah.
stealth and dogs, bad idea.
Was it just them, or is there? I mean, barricades generally mean bad news. Does it look like they set up barricades, or does it look like they're reaping the rewards from the barricades?
Your guess is as good as mine, but either way, they're there.
That's why the three of us will go up and tell them to move, let us through. If they don't, then we'll settle it then.
To add to the description of those dogs, they stand probably 3.5 feet tall.
Oh man.
No, it's not that tall.
While being about just shy of 5 feet long. They're also quite stocky creatures.
So if I can be clear, these dogs are not normal dogs. Again, they breathe fire.
Oh, got it.
They're
I've got
about
it, Cass.
3 feet tall, 5 feet wide, big motherfuckers.
That's
what
a big
sort
motherfucker.
of dog breathes fire?
What's? I mean, that's what I'm saying. The three of us, we go talk to them.
Do I?
Ask them, tell them to move. If they don't let us,
These fire-breathing dogs, can I make any kind of roll?
I will allow an Arcana check at disadvantage.
unless you guys just want to sit here all day and wait, I hope they move.
We should cover ourselves
I got a
in
24.
mud.
I'm
Yep,
not
you
doing
know
that.
exactly what these are.
What are they?
They are hellhounds.
These are hellhounds without a doubt.
What's a hellhound,
What
Simon?
is
What's a
that?
hellhound?
You are aware that hellhounds are conjured from the Nine Elves.
What's a hellhound?
They're demon dogs.
Usually,
Oh, devil dogs should be.
devil worshippers will take them into service either by conjuring and enslaving them, or by making a deal with a devil creature that controls them for their loyalty. They are
That game is
powerful.
someone has a fucking monster
They are.
manual.
They are
fucking
beings
monster manual,
of the
that's
night
right.
elves. Nothing to be trifled
Which
with.
should be there if it's four. or
How
lower.
do they compare to a hyena?
How do they compare to a hyena
You got
god?
me. I haven't made it.
Well, they're more ferocious than a hyena.
They're way worse. Way worse
One
than any
fucked me
hyena.
up. One fucked me up a while back, alright? So,
Yeah,
I
this one
recall-
will certainly fuck you up. Excuse my infernal. Bad
Ah,
news.
I know exactly what these are. And I open up. I get out Tony's monster manual.
Nice.
And I
They did murder a pack of bandits.
She can tell us exactly.
yes.
Nice. Good.
They were covered in scorch marks.
I pull out Tony's monster manual. I turn to the correct page. Hellhounds. Nope. Skip that part. That's too saucy for right now.
The sexy vampires. Just
Sexy vampires.
Strahd fan art.
Yeah. Cannot.
Like
Guess
twined on the
Bronwyn's
bottom or
looking at
something.
that.
yeah.
Also, seems like they might have taken out some people that are hanging out around there. So if we've got necromancers around, we do need to be careful that these corpses might come back.
Corpse mongers.
All right. So
They're burned to shit, but
shit.
They
You
can
can
still be
still-
risen.
right.
These are awful. They are immune to fire. So if anything you do does fire damage,
It does not.
they are immune. They
I
have.
only crush.
They can see dark vision. They're somewhat sturdy. They also have keen hearing and smell. So they can. You're right. It's very difficult to stealth.
Yes. One picked up I might have been around, didn't know exactly where I was.
But you guys might have an easier time if the three of us go up and talk to them first, and we're distracting them.
But I would not let more than one of these things get close to you.
Should we take the candied men?
They're
I
afraid
don't
of daylight.
think they work in daylight.
I think the sun's shining bright today. Maybe. What's the weather like?
Gotta roll for it.
It's important for spikes.
Partly cloudy.
Partly cloudy. Yeah, those Candymen, they're not coming out of that wagon till dark.
Well, either we fight them, speak with them, or find some way around.
Does anyone else have a different plan other than the three of us walking kind of not close, but enough to threaten them while you three get your ranged attacks ready?
Wait until night
Maybe.
and then we bring out the Candyman with us.
You want to sit here all day? It's like 10 o'clock in the morning. I'm not sitting in the middle of this road for 10 hours.
What time is it? Sundial.
It's a little afternoon at this point.
Yeah,
It's
I'm
a
not sitting here
bit
till dark, Cass.
afternoon.
Where's you at?
Where's our druid friend?
I'm gonna need you to roll again.
Okay. Please. No, he's gone.
My suggestion is we shoot first and ask questions later.
That's normally a terrible plan, Runwin.
That's not a.
It's a well-patrolled road.
What about it?
Yes.
So
I'm aware
we
of that,
wait
so if we
for a
wait-
patrol, perhaps? that what you mean?
I mean, we're just sitting here. What's they? I'd say
I'm
we go
fine
up
with
there.
that.
We ask them to move.
They
And then if
will
they don't
likely
move,
attack.
We get mauled by hellhounds.
You won't. So
I
we'll go
am
for the
not
three of us.
I
against
just said one of them
glorious
fucked me up a while
combat,
back.
but
They won't be paying attention. Trust me, Cass. I'll draw attention like you've never seen.
Alright. These are very strong little monsters.
Do they look like they can
They're-
take a lot of punishment?
Yes.
A good amount, yes.
I don't even know how to. No, they just can.
As I said, one of them fucked me up a while back.
I mean, if you guys just want to sit here all day, we can do that, I guess.
I'd prefer at least maybe let the authorities.
It's their job, but to let the authorities do the job.
Ronwin,
I
why
say
don't
we do the
you...
more
I mean,
entertaining
how
thing.
often do patrols go by? We saw one first thing this morning. How long's it been?
There
I
should
mean-
be at least one
I
more
mean, we
stay.
can leave this conversation.
3 or 4
They're likely to be
hours,
gone. Jesus
3 or
Christ.
4 hours.
Okay.
Good.
How many?
We don't
How
want
often can we expect a patrol to come by?
This close to the capital.
Yeah.
Once every 6 hours is not outside of reason.
Okay, so at worst, we sit here for another.
How do we know they don't already know we're just sitting here?
What do you got?
We're only 180 feet away.
Exactly.
While we wait, Bronwyn can read us some of that wonderful smoke, you know?
How far away are we from them? Because realistically, at 200 feet, they can see us sitting in
No,
the middle.
but
of
they're-
I think the road curved, didn't it?
A curve and a hill.
Hang
How
on.
far
They've seen us.
I want
How
to
far away
walk
are we
out
then?
180 feet.
off the road just a little bit.
Yeah.
And just kind of call out, hey, you still there? I have a question. Are you out here somewhere? Is this the thing you needed help with?
Out of the bushes pokes a snout and some eyes.
Right,
Oh,
I'll,
that's
like I'll
adorable.
like hunker down in the bushes with him. Like, was this your thing? Is this your thing? Or is this thing adjacent?
He might not know what you're talking about. There's a bunch of people
Shut
up.
up!
They said, "No, I'm not shutting up. You didn't give him any
It
context
shakes
at all."
its head and then it nods.
So not Ebon Cabal.
But related?
These
Shakes its
guys?
head.
Then why'd you draw the Ebon Cabal symbol?
It just looks at you.
You might have no issue with these guys.
Are these guys with the Ebon Cabal?
It shrugs.
Have you seen these people before?
Shakes its head.
Is this a problem you wanted us to take care of?
But this isn't what you wanted us to take care of.
Shakes its head.
And you ain't seen these people before.
Nope.
I still think our smartest option is just to wait. Let patrols come through. We can help assist when people come through.
More than
We'll
could come
outnumber
through
them.
too, though.
Yes. Either way, I start directing the caravan drivers to sort of pull off the road. And we'll sort of get them off as far as possible and sort of hide them as
Okay.
we can, sort of like, and get people off and that sort of thing.
Yeah, it kind of lurches and then they move to the side. And as that happens, the front caravan door pops open. You're, what is going on?
Keep your voice down, good sir. We have company.
What's going on?
There's a roadblock up ahead. They've got the road blocked off. There's a hellhound. People harvesting corpses.
Hellhounds, corpse harvesting? This isn't guards. Guards harvest taxes.
Correct. Something else. Perhaps our best option is to wait it out for guards to come back through, where we can actually assist and then overrun them.
How close are they?
About 180 feet right over that hill there.
I can send the Candymen.
Yeah, let's
Will
do
they
that.
be good? For I've heard apparently they cook a little bit in the sun.
It's not good for them, but they can still function.
How do the Candymen feel about fire?
Ooh, they are kind of brittle already.
Okay, yes, the hellhounds are fire dogs basically. They breathe fire, so probably not a good idea.
You see, he hears that word, and his eyes widen. I've never made candy from a hellhound.
Oh, so are you saying you're willing to pay us more for one of these? Up front.
If you can bring me one intact,
Alive or dead?
Dead. Sorry.
You just
Bonus
said
if alive, but I'll take dead.
Bonus if alive. How much you willing to pay that candy man?
Oh, 125 gold if dead, 200 alive.
You make that 200 dead and 300 alive, and we'll do our best.
Give me a persuasion.
That's an 18.
$200 dead, 250 alive.
It's not worth the work to keep it alive at that point, is it? Hellhounds are nasty business.
Actually, how much money do you guys have? I don't know if
It's
it's
the
worth
deal
it to
that's
you.
most important.
And of course I'll send the candy man.
You bring the candy man.
Put per hellhound.
Oh yes.
Per hellhound.
There we go.
Huh.
Yes. So that's,
Excellent question. That's a lot of fucking gold, guys.
yes, I know. Of course. Sure. We can do that.
I'm just sitting in the bushes listening to
However, now we're going to do it as my
The
plan.
wolf has just backed away.
What was your
That's
plan,
fine.
Redwin?
Now we're going to do
I'm
it
not
as
gonna
my
take
plan.
It seems
things
we
alive,
have
I'll be
no
honest.
interest being
Oh,
inside
no.
this man.
We're not taking
that's
these.
fine.
Oh,
I
we are.
understand.
Oh, you want to just kill him and take the easy gold?
The caravan. I need the caravan to stay off to the side. I need you to
Can do
stay
that.
safe. It's
Yes.
exactly what you
Uh-huh.
need to do.
My plan?
Fantastic. So we're going to take the Candyman with us. What is going to happen is turn away from Caravan Master. We're going to take the Candyman. They're going to be our front line. We're going to send them in first. We're going to send volleys over and over again. We're going to make the bad guys
I
come
don't have
to
volleys.
Shush! We're going to make the bad guys come to us. Alright? You do not hit them. People who need to be up front getting hit, you do not hit them until they come to you, whether that means the gingerbread men go down or not. Alright?
What if one of them is a corpse monger?
Who gives a
You
shit? We're
wait.
putting a lot of gold here.
You wait
He
until
will
it comes
raise
to you.
these dead bandits against us.
You will wait until they come to you. If there's a ranged person, us ranged folk will take care of it.
You do realize I have a range of roughly 600 feet, right?
No, why are you so fucking worried, Cass?
No, I didn't know that. So you will have to do. Well, I have 120-ish.
So I can start shooting arrows long before they'd ever...
Best
Exactly.
I can do is 60.
You got a light crossbow, don't you?
I gave it to
You have a sling.
60 feet.
I can do 80.
Could- God,
Yes.
Well, it's
That's-
more. Winder explained it last time. It's like doubled.
that snazzy sling that Cranthor has.
Yeah.
Do you think it could launch a jar of alchemist's fire?
I think that is well within its capability.
What about two?
As long as they are together, yes.
They are tied together. Sparks already.
They are conveniently tied together.
Sparks.
Hey,
Come
Cranthor,
up.
Yes.
I don't suggest using this against the Hellhounds, but worst case scenario, we are fighting some more undead. This might be of interest to you.
Or the people.
I pull out two improved alchemist fires that have been tethered together by Mr. Sparks. I call it the Big Chungus. It is yours to use as you see fit.
What is this substance?
Alchemist's fire, very potent.
Do I know what that is?
No.
I do not know what that
I
is.
just take his word for it. Cass, how many hellhounds were there?
3.
That's
So
600
you're
gold.
saying shoot, hit the people with it. Because there are 3
It
people.
could. That is a possibility. People also do not like being set on fire. These hellhounds, though, they probably wouldn't mind it.
No, they
Duly
fucking
noted.
breathe fire.
I like saving in the case of zombies.
It's also a possibility.
All right.
I like your plan.
Thank you. Us ranged folk, we're going to head into. We're going to stay within the me,
120.
Simon, and Cass. 120. We are going to be 120. Wait, your firebolt does what kind of damage?
1d10.
Fire.
Fire.
So it's not going to work on the dogs.
So
true.
where are you actually? What are you actually going to use?
That's a good question.
I'm going to move within 60
got 80
feet of him.
feet
I'm
on
gonna
that
fuck the whole
crossbow.
world up.
Without disadvantage, if it's a light crossbow.
No, we're going to stay. The ranged characters are going to stay within the trees. You guys are going to stay within the road. And again, wait until they come to you. Do not go to them.
If they get within 60 feet of me, I'm lighting them up.
That works. Again, as long as they come to you, within 60 feet or not.
Have you seen this face? They'll come to me.
60 feet range on my sling, right? Without disadvantage. Okay.
Don't you also have 120 or something with your...
I have a longbow, but I don't have.
No,
I don't
the
have a dex
sling.
one.
Doesn't the sling have double the distance
Well, a
of a
normal
regular?
sling's only 30.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, never mind. So
Well,
yeah,
Cranthor, I can swap you
You
my
do 120
crossbow for that
disadvantage.
longbow to give us a little bit more ranged option if you want.
I usually go with a longbow.
Deal. Are you able to use longbow?
I'm a fighter god, I hope so.
If not, I've got a short bow.
I'm pretty
Fighters
sure I
can
can.
get fighters.
Yeah,
have
fighters
proficiency.
got all of it.
Anyone
And
can
I've
use
got a
any weapon.
decent
It's just they
dex.
suck with it or not.
I accept this trade.
Yeah, I'll hand over like 60 bolts.
Oh my.
I stocked up.
You need some arrows?
Oh, hand-
Cranthor, how many arrows you got?
I'll hand you. If I can get D&D Beyond to work properly.
I know, I just exited out on accident.
I hand you 20 arrows.
Okay.
I think you should be set for this fight.
Everyone will make a lot of money off these hellhounds.
oh yes, we are. All right, DM.
Yes.
So,
Can we reset this up so that we can have 120 feet?
Oh, you'd like them further down?
Yeah.
Go ahead and count down a bit, because I bet you're close.
Okay.
one more thing. Are we
From the
trying to think of
from
alive
where
or
they're
dead?
at.
It's probably closer to
Dead.
55.
I'm not fucking with
Well,
these.
That
I
means
mean,
to
it's
be
only 50 less gold. I want more cast.
I'm
Crossbow
not
bolts.
fucking with these things.
Probably
I've had
closer
bad
to
experiences
55.
in the past.
I love dogs.
Fucking hate them.
Wait.
I was at
They
like
could've all
90
been
where
burning
you're at
out.
right now.
You tried to scratch them.
This
I
is
think
20.
these ones already have.
That's
I
120?
know.
That's
You tried
20.
scratching them behind the
20
ears,
squares.
Cass?
That's so.
Oh, yeah.
I like to get close
100.
enough to touch them.
So 4 more.
104, 5.
So like right at the edge is
110.
exactly what you're
How
looking
many
for.
arrows do I
Yeah.
get?
Yeah. Okay.
20.
So what we're seeing is it was perfect.
From
the
you or
whole
from
time.
Cranthor?
Mm.
From Greathor.
Cranthor gave me 20.
But now we don't
But
get to sit,
Cass
in
has
we
more
don't
if
get to
you
sit
need
on
them.
our
I
own
don't
in
need
our
them
own
right
trees.
now. I'm sure I can get a chance to
Spread out a little
knock
bit back
off 20
there.
arrows.
This
No,
one's
we
a
don't
bet.
sit in our own trees that you already made.
They do go back. Like they don't stop.
That'd be weird.
If you went a little bit off map, I would accept it as a roundabout.
Are you guys actually rolling stealth? The three, Simon, Cass, and Runman?
I hope not.
I will
Also-
be.
Granthor's gonna try.
I trust you with my
Greg's
children.
staying up
Here,
for
take
Greg's
them.
staying with me.
Oh.
Greg's staying in the caravan.
Each one of you gets to
What if the
command one
caravan gets
Candyman.
Oh my
The
god.
caravan's
They move 20
further
feet
back.
around and their stats are
Yeah,
unknown
what
to
if they
you.
get hit by something else?
Their stats are what?
Then
They-
it's
they have a
literally
base
Greg
speed of 20
against everything that
And their
attacks.
stats are
Well,
unknown to
then
you.
Greg
Stats
dies
are unknown.
today.
Got it.
Yeah, I guess
but
Greg
you
is
can
staying
tell
with
them to
me.
move or attack things.
Alright.
Mr. Petrusso is giving you command of his kids.
Just Cass or all
We
of
could
us?
ask the wolf.
All
to
of you
keep
get
an eye
one.
on Greg.
Every 4 people get to command a Candyman.
Huh?
You don't know.
Is
that
Sparks one of them?
Oh,
Does he
I
wanna be?
trust him.
Can I command the one that I talked to?
First come, first serve.
You know the
Cass
one that I
wants a
had a
Candyman.
conversation
It
with?
just gravitates to you.
Just say
Okay.
yes.
Cass wants a
I want
Candyman.
to specifically get that one. I'm trying to bond with
It
this one.
comes over and like takes one of its frosting covered arms and lightly touches you like on the back.
I pat him on the back. Let's do this, pal.
And it just smiles toward you and then toward the enemy and just starts shuffling off in their
I
direction.
love this guy.
Cass wants one.
I
my friend.
do not.
So
None
now
of
it
you
just
guys are like the
it
candy
moseys
man,
on
huh?
over.
Get down for a second.
It flops under the ground.
Well, like, does it like crouch down a little bit?
You said lay down. It,
No, he said kneel down.
Oh, kneel down. Yeah, its legs bend beneath it, and it just goes down to like where its crotch is touching the ground, and the legs are folded behind it.
Cass climbs on its back. Get me on a tree there.
Cass stands about 15 feet tall as it walks. It wobbles over to a nearby tree.
This
Yeah, so get over
will
to- on the
be
tree.
interesting.
To where he can see, hopefully, this is what he's trying to do.
Yeah, you as the ritual continues from where you're at, you do see he kind of like dramatically flourishes over one of the bodies, and you see kind of a spectral humanoid figure kind of like rise out of it, just go and dissipate into the air.
Not good. Cass knocks an arrow, waiting for everyone else to get in line.
Alright, I will also have. I will look at what he did and be like, oh, that's not a bad idea. Alright, big man, and I take control of one of them, and I also have him put me up in a tree.
He will just put his arms down for you
Oh, thank you.
and
And
just
I
lift you up into it, giving you about a 20-foot boost altogether.
hop into a tree from there.
Yeah, effortless. You just kind of he puts you like at foot level with the branch. You can just walk onto it.
All right,
This is Greg.
Got
Tyrone.
He returns
He returns.
after all this time.
Keep Greg away.
All right. Where'd you like to be, Simon?
I don't like trees.
And your distance is greatly reduced.
And you're also stuck up there.
I'll stick with Cranport.
On the front line?
I think I'm
Second line?
second line.
Cooking in her front line.
Yeah. And all right, and the rest of you are going to be second line to. They're going to be second line to the Candyman. All right. I need one more person to take control of a Candyman.
No one else will do it. Simon will.
I was gonna say, I'll take control too. I don't give a shit. I
Right.
love these guys.
One per, unless no one else is interested.
Cranthor wants nothing to do with these things.
Got it.
Can they not just get general orders to go forward?
I wanted to
We've
give you
already got-
guys
We've got 4.
a chance to.
If no one else wants them.
I think they're cool, but Cranthor hates them.
That's fair.
Edda's a bit under.
Cassian's, Simon's, yours, mine. All right, and
Greg would have probably taken one.
we send forward the gingerbread men.
They lumber down the road.
About what point do these guys start reacting to them? Here's the 100.
I want to shoot before then.
Yeah, so do I.
I've got range, so.
Me too.
I'll
would you
say
like to
they
do
can probably because you don't know to
probably
shoot. If you're
simultaneously
waiting for
shooting
them
and
to
moving
react, you can shoot at that moment.
I'm not waiting for them to react. I want
Okay.
to hit first as the Candyman are kind of.
So
Cresting
yeah,
the
as they
top.
crest the hill, they can move about 30 feet forward.
My
and
goal
that
is to
is-
try to catch them off guard.
Yeah, you can do that. But yeah, it's about 30 feet down the road from where they're currently at. Is about the midway, and they would definitely be visible.
Okay.
Let's see yours. Let me know when you're getting ready, because I'm going to do something. I'm going to get big before I shoot, so I can have my damage.
Yeah, look. Cast a second. He sees them start to move. He wants to boom.
Alright, I'd like to make myself big in time to be able to go boom with Cass.
Okay.
I'm gonna cast protection from evil and good on myself.
Greg, you stay behind Simon, you got it?
You got it. I will not get in any trouble.
Attaboy. You got this, champ. We're about to
But if
beat
you
up.
need a health potion, just yell at me. I'll get you one.
You just stay
Ready to fight some
stay with
Nerewell,
Simon.
Greg?
Yeah.
I know you are. You're gonna do me proud.
Is Simon next to you?
Yes.
He will,
Greg
gi-
is next to Simon, yeah.
he will give you assistance on your shots.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Cranthor prepares an action as soon as something gets within 60 feet.
I gave you
What
the
are
crossbow.
swings?
I know, but I got
So what
a
are they?
strength mod way higher.
Oh,
than,
gotcha.
I got no dex mod.
I understand.
You can use strength if that's like.
Beans. I understand.
And eagle.
As soon as they're in 60 feet, I'm going to fire.
Would I be able to do my insightful fighting from this distance?
I don't know the range of that ability off the top of my head.
It actually doesn't have one.
You have to be able to read them.
I was gonna say that's the challenge.
I will allow it a disadvantage.
Disadvantage?
Yes.
If I could do that first, and then
Who's your target?
dude in the middle, dude.
Numero uno. Got it.
Yeah.
The one that looks weird.
Probably not. 5 on that one.
No.
All right. Still advantage on the shot though because they do not know I'm there. Correct?
Correct.
That's a 16 plus 6, so 22. Yes.
22 hits. Yes.
I would hope so.
I guess.
And sneak attack damage, right?
Yep.
2d6 plus my d8.
Ooh.
10, 11, and that should be a +4, so 15 damage on the first shot to do the middle.
And his invocation, you see him just kind of, it like stutters out,
Hey.
and he goes. You see him looking around.
I guess I'll shoot at him too. Is that wise? I'll give a glance at you.
Go for it.
Shoot at him too.
Finish.
Go for it.
You big now?
Yeah.
That's a 19
Nice.
plus 4.
Hey.
Fuck yeah.
23.
23.
You definitely hit him.
Oh, fucking balls.
Ooh.
Takes
Yeah.
4 damage.
Yeah.
Yeah, one's on both my dice.
I hate that.
So 3
Oh,
and then
you're great
4.
Your great open master doesn't work for range, does it?
Yes, it.
I was gonna say it's two-handed, right?
Oh!
Because you're using a light crossbow.
Does it have to be melee?
Oh, it's
be
long.
melee,
It
I
has to be
believe.
melee.
Yep.
Fucking shit.
Crud.
Couldn't remember if it was
Almost
melee or
all
not.
of the damage feats are melee specific,
I
with
thought
the
so.
exception of
I
sharpshooter.
hate everything.
Okay. I
Yeah,
thought so.
they didn't really. I mean, range is good, but they did not give them reroll potential.
Yep.
Um,
I
And then
figured
we
I
aren't
just
moving
couldn't
until
remember.
they get to us, or are we moving
Move?
forward a little? No, we're not moving.
Well, I'm not
well, you
moving.
got their attention either way at this point.
Yeah.
I'm not moving. I'm gonna shoot him from the tree.
Are the Candymen moving up?
Yes, the Candyman will then.
You
Candyman
command
will
them.
then move them.
You
Move
guys.
up.
Go.
About-
Casted. Done.
Let's say.
You can
Kill
dash
him.
40 if you want.
Were you supposed to move
Three,
first
yeah.
round
What's their
too?
movement? 30?
20.
Think
20.
so?
Okay.
No.
I think
Were
we'll
me
wait.
and Crantor supposed to
No.
move up too? No? Okay. I didn't think so.
I'm moving up.
I don't know what part of you wait for them to come to you you didn't
I
understand.
didn't know if we were taking a stance a little bit ahead of you guys or not, and then waiting.
If you
Well, I
would
guess
like to, it.
I'm moving up.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I guess if they choose to go, they go.
Mm-hmm. Where are you going?
Just as far as I can forward with my 25 movement. Are we in initiative yet?
Not quite. I think
After
we're in
that
a
arrow.
surprise round.
I'll move up with Crantor and
You will be at the
Sparks.
end of the surprise.
You big.
Yeah, I am big.
Crantor will go too if everybody else is.
Just, I mean.
We're just
Sparks.
moving up to here.
Yeah.
Simon, do you move up?
I'd say about 20 feet behind Crantor. That's where I'm most effective.
Everybody is in position.
Are we in initiative now?
Initiative now.
Ooh. That's not a good sound from the DM.
Nope. Not a good sound at all.
Oh, I didn't roll bad.
Does Greg roll his own initiative?
He'll move with you.
Okay.
He's considered a pet.
Excellent.
No.
Good. I was gonna say what?
No.
Mechanically speaking.
No.
So he can also.
So
be
you,
considered
yeah,
pet
that
in
and
general.
your candy golem will also move at on your initiative.
Okay.
30, 20.
Dirty 20.
15.
16.
I got a 14.
Simon.
Dirty 21.
Wait,
18
what?
for cast.
18?
Oh, I got 14.
Okay, so it goes Mr. Sparks, Edda, Cranthor, Cass. Okay.
Poop.
Oh wow.
So the leader calls out as these shots land into him. Damn it! Buy me more time, and I will send these damned bandits to Saja.
You just called us bandits.
You
I
might
think
be
we're
right.
talking about the dead guys.
Oh, my bad. I feel silly.
But you see him kind of cast a spell, and a kind of cold armor with tentacle-like appendages grows out of him. And then he...
Does it look similar to what Runwin can do with her tentacles, or no?
No, these are
Okay.
different. Much smaller, and also cold-looking. And
Yours
you...
look more lightning-y, right?
You
Storming,
see him kind of reach into his pouches, and like the powder begins to flow again as he continues a ritual. That is his turn. Simon.
I will hold my position and have my candy golem do the same for now.
Okay. Do you have any ready to action?
I do not.
Run when?
I move mine forward because that's the plan. But since nobody else did, I'll move it 20 feet. I don't want to make a huge hole or nothing. And I will shoot the Hellhound here with an Eldritch Blast.
All right.
Maybe.
It doesn't know
do.
It doesn't know she's there, does it? Should get advantage on that.
They're aware they're under attack, so they're not surprised at this
Okay.
point. They see like the direction things are coming from, and for you to land that shot, you have to have line of sight. So
Right, so they can see that.
I don't think she rolled stealth.
I didn't either.
now you crest the hill and fire, or no, you're in a tree and you fire.
22!
That hits.
Hey! Damage. Do mediocre damage. 7.
You kind of yip as you hit this dark, like flame beast.
That's it!
All right.
Well, you know what? Yeah, because Hex is also 60 feet, so yeah.
Throwing a hex.
I can't.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, a little too
Range
far.
90 feet. Yeah, still too far.
Yep. Cass.
Insightful fighting again. Gonna try it on the middle guy.
Okay.
Get it good.
9.
Nope.
9.
Didn't think so.
God damn.
And gonna go ahead,
Shoot him.
take that shot then on him. Not as good. Only a 12.
Does not hit.
Damn it.
Thunks in the ground a couple feet away from him.
And
Which one?
tell him, yep, right on the end. Move him up 20 feet. Find a rock, throw it. That's what I'm gonna yell at him.
You see it like looking around for a big enough rock for that to work, and it's having some trouble.
Okay.
It then looks at the road. It's stone.
Grab it and throw it.
Oh.
It bends down. Just rips a flagstone out of the road.
Maybe you can put it back.
Oh, I don't care about that.
I need you to roll at disadvantage on that attack. Let me know your highest, lowest number.
Oh.
3.
God, bud.
It just thumps about 6 feet away from it and just rolls a few feet closer and does nothing more than just damage the road.
Can pick it up and try again.
Still need to use that road.
Candyman.
It looks over you with a frown.
Oh.
Next round, try again. Or if they get close enough, smack them.
And it just turns around with a raised arm.
There we go.
And, Queen Thor.
And again, ready in action. Anything within 60 feet, get in the sling.
Sling, got it. Alchemist fire or small bullet?
Bullet, because it might be a dog, and I don't want to waste the alchemist fire on it.
That is why I asked.
Good call.
Etta.
I'll fire another shot at the leader guy.
Are you gonna remember you called this thing Chungus if I just put it down as that in my inventory?
Nope.
15?
15 does not currently hit him.
God damn it. Okay.
15 doesn't hit the Hellhound.
No, the big
person.
dude in the middle.
Leader. And
No worries. about Buffy
Bronwyn
Knowles.
said to make them come to us. So I'm gonna wait where I am for now. And it's my turn.
Mr. Sparks.
All right, let's go, Golem. Let's hustle up there, and he'll have him use his action to dash.
He runs ahead.
I hate you so much.
You just shoot. Oh.
Don't worry, pal. I'm also right behind you.
Oh, it seems excited. What other good stuff is coming our way?
Already a spell.
Okay. Do you have any conditions?
It's a single target one.
Do you have any conditions on when it goes off? You don't have to tell me the spell, but I do need to know when it activates.
If something gets within range of my golem, melee range.
Okay, fair enough. Okay, the two less armored humanoids who are back there. One of them moves up 5 feet, the one closest to the barricade, and he kind of takes partial cover behind it, and he looks out and he says, "Damn you, travelers! We have no ill will towards you. Why'd you interrupt our works?" And he throws a firebolt at your frontmost gingerbread golem.
I just want the gold from the Hellhounds. I don't care what guy I am.
And a bolt of flame strikes into its core.
Oh.
You got this, buddy.
And he just turns around and a gumdrop is just like oozing off of its middle.
The gumdrop.
Hang in there.
Throw the molten gumdrop.
Kranthor was told that these are bad people, so that's why
I don't think anyone ever said that.
Jokinar was
Nobody ever
bad
said.
business, is what someone told Kranthor.
The
He
God
is
is
bad
good.
business.
All right, so that happens. The other one is going to move behind another barricade, the one that's kind of furthest back on this side, or over here, closest to where you guys are at.
Oh, this one.
Yeah, that side. But diagonal one over, because it didn't have enough move to get there and still do something useful.
There.
Yep. So he is going to stand there, and at the same target, a familiar-looking spell is cast. A greenish orb of force flies out.
Green?
Am I Candyman?
Simon gets really nervous.
Candyman can.
Oh, buddy.
Some crumbs go flying off its shoulder.
Does he actually look like hurt?
Not super bad. He's not having a good time, but he's not near death. That is their round. Then the hounds. So they... Closest one to you. Yep, that one there.
Okay.
He's going to run 50 feet forward.
Around?
Yep.
5, 10, 15, 20, 30, 35, 40, 45. Can get him there?
That
yeah.
triggers your held action, Mr.
You have held
Sparks.
action.
I miss.
Oh.
Yeah, it's just so quick. You just shoot by it. And it looks up toward this giant cookie man in front of it.
How big are these things?
They're about 3 feet tall, nearly 5 feet long, and they're just
No,
stalking
I meant
at us.
the cookie man.
Oh, the cookie men? Each one stands about 10 feet tall.
That's bigger than what I was thinking.
They're not very thick. Like, they're only about
Yeah, but
that
they're
wide.
tall.
Yeah. Yeah, it opens up and just a gout of flame engulfs this thing.
Oh, no.
Tries to dodge. And it does not make it.
Oh, buddy.
And you just hear, "Oh," and then a blackened cookie falls back and shatters to pieces on the ground.
Oh,
man.
fuck.
I'm just gonna take him off.
Ooh.
The other two will dash, or not dash, they'll move 50 feet forward. That one will get as close to his buddy on the front lines as he can.
Does he need to move like that?
Yep.
10, 15, 20, 30, 40, 45, 50?
No, close to his friend.
Closer, yeah, so as close to his friend as it can get.
So like that.
Yeah, that's good. And he will get nearby as well.
That one will.
Yep. They'll bunch up. Kind of snarl and
They're
move
bunching up.
together.
Yeah.
That's 50, though.
They're getting close to each other. Where was this originally?
Well, I was going to say, he was right here, so.
You
He can't go through this.
His
You can't
diagonal.
go around it.
No.
He probably would diagonal him over here instead.
Over
It's much
here,
closer.
yeah.
Yeah.
So it's here.
Yep. Oh, yeah, if he can get there,
Oh,
he'll do
okay,
that.
then, yeah.
Yeah, he said they're bunching up. Let him bunch them up, guys. For the love of
Are they
God.
within 60 feet of me?
Probably. Yes, definitely.
Yeah.
But fire.
Probably not. Oh, come on, don't go to sleep now, laptop. That's an 11.
No, you. It kind of ducks and your rock flies over it.
Damn.
But they standing together, they all snarl. The smoke from the first one's flame casting a bit of a cloud in front of them. As a charred gingerbread man lays before them. Top of the round is the guy back there.
Big dude?
Yep. You see him continuing to ignore the fight in front of him, and he turns toward another body doing his incantation. He goes, "Yes! Your soul, weighed with guilt, falls to the hells! Give me strength!" And some of the wounds on him close as another one of those kind of bluish spirits floats out of the body screaming and dissipates into the air.
Does anything happen to the body when this happens?
It goes into a look of agony and just twists on the ground, but it doesn't get up.
Maybe we should have just talked to him.
Simon.
Oh, well.
There's a bounty on these hellhounds. That's what
True.
I want that
Get him,
fucking
master.
gold.
I've got you.
Maybe move your golem up.
He's kind of between lines there.
I'll go ahead and take a pot shot at the frontmost hellhound with my light crossbow.
Okay.
12?
You have advantage though, right?
I do have advantage, right?
Because Greg is
Yeah,
helping.
yeah. Greg is assisting you.
Thank you, Greg. I love you so much. Oh, that is way better. I got a 24.
You strike that dog right in the head.
Thank you, Greg. Light crossbow D8.
D8. Plus dex.
I did 5 damage.
That's the frontmost one?
Yep.
He growls as a bolt just sinks into just above its ear.
Can I have my golem prepare a reaction?
Yeah.
I'm gonna have him whap whoever gets within whapping distance.
Okay.
Bob, I'm real good.
That'll be Simon's turn.
All right, Runwin.
Okay. The front dog gets a hex. Use my bonus action.
What would you like to have disadvantage on?
I don't think that's actually. I was looking at this earlier,
Okay.
and you place a curse on the creature.
Ability checks.
Yeah,
a
it
certain
has
ability check.
disadvantage on ability checks.
Okay.
Not saving throws or anything else like that.
Huh.
So
Maybe.
I don't like that.
I don't
Not
either.
very useful in combat situations.
It's not
But
useful.
the rest of hex is super useful. That's what's
At
kind of
all.
contradictory
Maybe
on that
strength?
spell.
No, I can't choose strength.
Could be nice out of combat.
I can choose
We might revisit that, but for now.
athletics.
Yeah.
I will choose
That's a good one.
athletics.
Okay.
And I will move my golem 5 feet, and I will Eldritch Blast that stupid thing, also known as the Hellhound. Does a 17 hit him?
It definitely does.
Yeah, alright. I do a d10 worth of damage, also known as 7 again.
That's good.
Wait, no, and an extra d6.
Yeah.
Ha! 8.
That's good though. We're not level 20. That's good damage at this level.
All right.
Less than
Any damage is good damage, as long as it's not on
less
us.
than average, but yes, okay, you're right. Yeah, and my golem will hold the rest of his action to hit something that gets close to him.
All that good.
Bah, okay.
Cass.
Cass will look to Runwin real quick. Dog's a big motherfucker.
Shoot whoever, I don't care. Chewbacca. I got the dogs. Hi.
Kill the
fighting.
caster.
Yep, insightful fighting again. Targeting same guy. I know it's at disadvantage, but still.
Oh, buddy.
Oh.
He got a 1?
No.
Oh, fuck.
He did kind of good.
I was gonna say I got a natural 20, but then of course disadvantage killed me, so I
Yeah.
got a 6, yeah.
No, you.
Alright.
You can't read this guy.
I don't
You
like
just,
that.
you just see he seems generally mean, but other than that, you got nothing.
Really
I'm gonna
mean
shoot him in his
posture.
mean fucking face.
You shoot him in his mean fucking
Yeah!
Is that a 20?
18 on the die, so
You're gonna hit him.
face. Hey.
no sneak attack damage, but that's 11 damage on him.
Nice.
You hit him for the 11, and let me just check how something works really fast.
Ruh-roh.
Oh, buddy.
I'm waiting for the armor. I think it's armor Agathis, so it may actually hurt me from here, but we'll see.
I think it's only melee attacks.
That's what I thought as well, but
I could be wrong though.
Yeah, you strike this arrow into him, and there's kind of a burst of like frost around him. The ground is just frozen, but it sinks through this kind of magic armor, which disappears as the arrow strikes him, and just barely sinks into his arm.
next shot will take you down, friend.
He seems very distracted in what he's doing.
That's bad. That's bad. Shoot him again. Shoot him again.
Yep. I gotta wait until my next round.
Cranthor.
Cranthor will
needed that
take
second
another
damage.
shot at the front Hellhound with his sling
Okay.
and probably miss again. That's a 12.
No.
Yeah. And
Cranthor. Are you adding your strength modifier?
I am. I rolled a 6.
And your proficiency? Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Nope, can't overcome
Can't overcome a 6.
Oh, I didn't move my golem. Fuck.
No, you didn't need to. He's fine. Exactly where he is.
Can I
Already an
command him
attack.
to... Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. If something gets within melee, he wants to smack it.
Crantor just did. Bam!
But not a friendly. Actually, I asked him to pick up a rock again, smash it on something.
Try to throw it again.
No, I want him. when
Oh,
it
to
comes
ready
within
a
range,
rock slam. That's
Yeah,
pretty
he rips another flag surrounded the road and holds it above his head.
All right.
I'm destroying this road.
good. Wouldn't want to get
You
a fine. in the
Fine
mail.
from the kingdom.
criminal. You criminal.
I was gonna say.
Our scrying
The wall is
agency
bullshit.
destroyed a road.
Yeah.
Not
That's
too
a-
bad.
I'll hear Runwin yell, shoot him again, and I'll attempt to shoot him again.
Shoot him. Shoot him. Shoot him.
That's
What is this mini?
17.
I think it's like an
That'll
orc
hit.
or something.
Yeah.
Nice. Kill him.
Oh, that's so much better. 13 plus 2 is 15 points of damage.
Damn.
Is that on one hit?
It's on one hit.
Nice.
You shot the Bane person casting the spell.
Ugh! Still up.
And
He
if-
seems to maintain whatever it is he's doing.
okay,
No.
and if he doesn't go down, I'd like to invoke my fire rune, and I need a strength saving throw, DC 11.
He gets a 10.
Nice.
He is restrained for 1 minute, taking 2d6 fire damage at the start of each of his turn. He can repeat the saving throw at the end of each turn.
You see his arms that he's casting around
Nice,
with
nice.
just kind of held in the air on either side of him. He goes, "Damn your witchery!"
Nice. Nice.
Fucking get him! Yes,
Mr.
that's my turn.
Sparks.
You see Sparks in just a furious rage from his friend the candy golem dying. You see his eyes turn just pure white, and lightning starts to crackle. I need all of these guys to give me a con save.
20. 20.
Oh no.
And a 13.
All right.
13 fails. And I'm going to... Sparks, you see underneath his shirt, you haven't seen it before, but a light flashes from an emblem around his neck underneath his shirt.
Would you say around the chest area?
Yeah.
In kind of a circular pattern?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. He's he's got a coin of Zageed on a necklace around his neck, and he's going to use his channel divinity to do max damage with his shatter.
Ooh.
So they all take 24. The ones that pass take 12, and the one that failed takes the full 24.
Nice.
Holy shit.
That dog ruptures. Guts, gore,
Yes.
and fire in all directions. The
You
back
should-
one.
You shouldn't have hit my
Ah.
friends.
Yeah.
You hear Cranthor.
Wait, you ruptured it?
The one that in the back, the one that I don't know which one failed.
Fuck, we
That is the one that failed, yeah.
We can't sell that one, but
You don't get money for that one.
Shouldn't have hit my friends.
it's fine. There's 2 more.
Which one's the most hurt?
The front one.
Yeah, he'll use his bonus action to summon his spiritual weapon.
Can it attack on
Is
this
that a
round?
trident? Or no, it's a Zageed. What is it?
So it looks,
It's a hammer.
it is a big hammer, but it's just like this. It's held up by a lightning bolt.
Is it like a minting hammer?
You see it. You see the same coin that's around his neck on the side of the hammer.
It's just the invisible hand.
Yeah. It's 17 to hit.
That'll do it.
Squish it.
I think it's takes 8 damage. The one in the front.
Slam ain't good. It's looking rough.
Very nice.
Nicely done.
We'll move to here.
Okay.
That's my turn.
Nicely done, Mr. Sparks.
Thank you. Now you see why they call me Mr. Sparks.
Indeed.
Now.
Here, we
those-
can't collect the reward on that one.
Sorry, I was mad from my
2
friend getting
more.
killed.
Those 2 in the back. That one targets Candyman straight in front of him.
That's me. Wait.
Are
Yes.
you talking about wolves or people?
The candy golem.
Oh,
Yeah, I was gonna say these
No,
guys
the
are
people
attacking the
are
golems.
attacking the golems.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, the people are attacking.
And this far left one.
A firebolt goes flying at him.
Okay.
Does 10 damage. You sense they might be vulnerable to fire.
Makes sense.
Not the
So it does 20 damage.
Well, no, the 10
Oh,
was.
okay.
Yeah. I didn't roll max.
Oh, right.
The other one seeks you out.
Yeah, bring it on. I've got protection from even evil and good.
Does plus 2 to your armor class?
Was it?
Was that plus 2 to your armor class?
No, it gives, or if they're attacking me straight up, it gives them a disadvantage on their attack roll.
Okay.
One moved up to me.
He's not. No, he's firing you from afar.
Okay.
Does he have normal attack then?
Humans.
Should be.
Oh, the human?
Yeah.
Is he a fiend or anything? He's just normal human? Yeah, it's just normal.
Okay. 17 is your armor class. So, a bolt of force flies into you and does 13 damage.
Oh, shit.
He kind of flinches, but he's still standing pretty strong.
He sneers. He could have sworn that was going to take you down.
You have to do better than that.
Well, let the wolves go.
Kind of lurks behind the barricade. The wolves, this one is going to move. One, two, three.
Ooh.
That's a cone, isn't it?
It is.
Mm.
That's what I was worried about.
Is it going to hit Cranthor?
Actually, no, it'll go next to his friend.
Do the candy golems happen to have reach?
No.
Damn it!
Their arms aren't quite long enough.
T-Rex arms.
So Cranthor, give me a dexterity saving throw. I'll roll for the.
Oh, boy.
Do I have to get one as well?
Oops. Yes, you do.
Oh, that actually was pretty good.
The Candyman did not make it.
I got a 19 on mine.
You did. You'll take half.
18.
You'll also take half.
Good. No modifier. Actually rolled an 18. Do I still have the...
So you both take 10 fire damage.
Do I still have the 5 temp hit points that the Druid Wolf gave me from last session, or is that worn off?
That is worn off.
Okay.
So 10 fire damage for both of you. Your compatriots to fail take 40.
Ooh.
Holy crap.
Both of them just drop to the ground.
The candy golems?
Yes.
Which ones?
There and there. Yep, perfect.
So, when a creature that I can see within 5 feet of me hits me with an attack, I can use my reaction to deal thunder damage to it. So I need it to make a dex save.
That is not... I think it has to like actually make an attack at you, not like an AoE
Yeah.
like spell.
Yeah,
It
'cause
just
it's a
says an
prone.
attack. It's
Yeah,
still,
so
well,
an
It's a
attack
single
roll.
target usually.
like the attack action or any attack.
I think it has to actually make like an attack at you. Like roll a die to see if it hits and so on.
Yeah.
Like if someone fireballed you, it probably wouldn't work.
Yeah, I think it's a single target.
It doesn't say single target. It just says attack. That's
I hope these
attacking
things
me.
have to roll to get their breath weapon back.
It says
like
when a
dragon.
creature within 5 feet that you can see hits you with an attack, you can use your reaction to cause the creature to make a dexterity saving throw.
That's fair. Yeah. Okay.
I feel like breathing
Yeah.
fire in my face. Is
Yeah.
attacking
Since
me.
it is within 5 feet of you, yeah, I'll take it.
So yeah, it's a 14 save.
It needs a dexterity.
21.
That passes, so we'll take half.
Okay.
That takes 5 lightning damage.
That sends it over. It's gone.
This one.
Yep.
Wait.
Other one. Yep. And the last one standing goes to bite you.
Now this it does have disadvantage on that attack roll.
Yes.
Protection from good and evil.
Good thing it does.
That
Yeah,
roll crit.
it went from a 24 to an 11.
You fucking hellhounds.
But it looks like it's going to sink in you, and then like this barrier of light deflects it and it just goes to the side.
My man's a geek.
You just hear the sound of a coin flipping in your ear.
Nice.
That is it for the Hellhounds. Back to numero uno, who is got to make a save.
Mm-hmm. A strength saving throw. It's just an 11.
He makes it this time, but does he take the damage at the start of his round either way?
Yes.
I'll let you roll
2d6,
that.
wasn't it? Oh.
6 points of damage. Not bad.
Ah! He's still with you, but he looks upset.
God, you motherfucker.
Now, if he makes the strength save, is he still restrained?
No.
Does he still have? Is he still on fire? Does he have to make?
He already he took his fire damage at the top that dissipates.
Oh, well, it was a good 6 damage.
It works.
Yeah, he just kind of goes,
It's just
"Come, my
intelligence
brothers.
and stuff.
We've done our deeds for the day." And he goes running off the path.
This guy?
Yes.
Like this way?
Yeah, he's going to get away
Dash?
from you. Yep.
Okay.
He's got full move. So 30 plus 30. Into the line where you can get cover.
Is that good?
Yes.
Okay.
No one's passive is high enough to see him for free in that location, so he does kind of disappear for a bit. Although you know which way he ran.
I just want the dogs in the road cleared.
That's pretty much how
Simon.
Franthor feels.
You can just let him run. That's fine.
Yeah, I just want the bounty in the road cleared.
Simon will reload his crossbow and hold a reaction.
What do you want to react to?
Yeah.
If
Or
the-
just shoot the one that's attacking me.
No, I'll let you handle it.
To be fair, you are just like fooling this thing around at this point. Yeah, it's just bouncing off. Like its head is just deflecting from a
You
shield.
also look kind of rough.
No, that's true. You are crispy.
Franthor's going to
I'm
be up there
bleeding.
with you in a bit.
I'll hold it if we get for if anything beyond the dog attacks us.
Okay. Runwin.
I bonus action move my
Actually, I'm sorry. Greg does go in your round. And since you didn't fire, you see him pop a shot at the...
All right.
Yeah.
Go
Oh,
for
thank
it.
God.
Go for it, Greg.
I like Greg a lot now. I already did, but even more.
I hope that you're a female dog because you're a bitch.
Greg, language.
Sorry, Master. You carried away. He hits.
I like you, Greg.
Max damage.
Hey.
Nice 10.
Kill that bitch.
It's still there, but 10.
Good shot, Greg.
Yeah! I can hit when it counts. That's it.
Sure. President will move bonus action, move her hex over, and then,
To the dog.
yeah, to the new dog.
Try not to blow this one up like I did.
I won't.
That was magnificent.
They were just flaming guts everywhere.
Max damage shatters hurt. He just steps on that one.
Yeah.
And kicks it
he
out.
can punt, he can kick it.
Nah, it's hard. Well, he's gonna. The Candyman is gonna hit this dog.
No, my friends. He punches with advantage.
Oh.
Yeah.
Do I roll?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Roll.
Ah, that doesn't count because that's right. 14 on the die?
They have a +7 to hit.
Holy shit.
Holy shit.
He comes down on that dog. Give me 2d6 +5 damage.
Should have put
That
you guys
thing's
on the
dead.
front line.
Cranthor didn't do anything
Ooh,
this time.
plus how much?
+5.
15.
Missed twice.
Kind of an easy
You just
fight.
kind of hear it, and it flattens the dog underneath its fist, and then just looks over toward the remaining.
Oh, these two
humans.
fucks?
Yeah. My friend.
I know, I'm sad too.
Well. I think he's just within my range.
You have 120, right?
Yeah.
If you're on the board, you can hit him.
On the board.
Oh yeah.
They've
This thing's
they've
dead,
taken no
right?
action. They've taken no movement to leave because it's not their turn.
Yeah, right. They just have some cover that they've taken behind these barricades right now. They're just moderately harder to hit than they would be otherwise.
Natural 1.
Victory firework.
Victory fireworks! Oh, that's totally what that was.
Anything else for round one?
I try really hard to hold on to the branch that I nearly fell off of.
All right, Cass.
So Cass wants to jump down the 15 feet. Acrobatics.
Oh, you do
Are you on
acrobatics to
this?
avoid any fall damage.
He's right here.
Okay, I couldn't see him. Thank you.
That should be pretty decent. That is a 15.
That is just enough.
Does that take up any of my movement?
10 feet.
10 feet?
Yep.
Cass is gonna move the rest of the way, starting across the road. Like towards me and across the road at a diagonal. Yeah. He's gonna move
10,
through Greg.
15, 20.
While he moves through Greg, pat him on the back real quick. Nice shot. That's my full movement, right?
He seems to be really focused on reloading his bow, but he gives you like a head nod.
That's as far as I can go, right?
You had 3 spaces remaining.
Okay, cool. Perception check real
Or
quick.
wait,
I should have one more.
yeah,
That's
you should
10
have
feet.
one more.
Yep. Perception check to see if I can see the fucker over there,
Go ahead.
because it is a bonus action for me.
Yep.
What a walk.
That was not great on 11, so my passive would have been able to pick it up. So otherwise,
No.
yeah, it's gonna say if I roll, but
Yeah.
don't see him. Do see these two though, right?
Yep.
Gonna go ahead and shoot. Actually, either one look more damage than the other.
I don't think either of them have taken
No.
damage, have they?
Neither of them are hurt.
Then I'm gonna shoot closest guy to me.
Okay.
And
Arrow just goes over Mr. Sparks'
that's
head.
going to be a 17 to hit.
That definitely hits.
Not great damage, only a 6.
6 is a 6.
You see grimaces. Oh. Why? Damn it.
This is my favorite jacket.
Run! I'm just gonna yell at them to basically get out. Yeah.
I
run.
will!
Well, hurry up!
Cranthor.
Well, the dogs are all dead, ain't they?
Yep. Just one sad Candyman remains.
One side Cranthor too.
Yeah, he didn't get to do anything this time, really. He doesn't feel like these guys are a threat anymore.
They're more cowering than taking an offensive stance at this point.
To kill them would be dishonorable at this point. He's going to grab one of these dogs and start making his way back.
Okay, Hedda.
I'll go ahead and take a pot shot at that one. It's an 18 on the die.
That'll definitely hit.
That is 5 plus 2, 7 points of damage. Get!
Plan on it.
Faster!
And that'll be my turn.
Mr. Sparks.
You know, this guy said he can make more Candyman out of people.
No.
I think I want to try and bring him back one of these guys.
No!
Which one of these looks the most hurt?
They're almost exactly the same. It's hard to tell.
I'm gonna. He's gonna pull out his light crossbow and he's gonna move his spiritual weapon up to
I
here.
think you can only move 20 right?
I think it moves 60.
I think you can cast
You can
it
cast
60 feet
60,
away,
move
but
20.
its movement's
Is that what
only
it does?
20.
Yeah. Unfortunately. It's slower than I would like
Oh,
it
yeah.
to be.
Yeah, we'll shoot
Slower
this
than
one, this
my
light
tentacle.
crossbow. It's 19 to hit,
Definitely hits.
and for 5 damage.
Still there. Is that for Mr. Sparks?
Yes.
They both dash action in that direction.
Good
Not
call.
even a drive-by firebolt.
No. No interest in engaging you at this point.
Oh, you think you can run?
They left their hellish servants to die for them and got out.
Well, we kind of sent the Candyman in the same way. Can I carry both of these dogs if I just grab both of them?
Oh,
by
yeah,
the
you can
neck?
just drag 'em.
I'm dragging both the dogs back.
Yeah, the other
Not
one's a
the
little,
one that...
it's unrecoverable.
Yeah. Not the one that got gibletized.
Are we still on initiative?
No.
Cass still doesn't want to run after those guys. Unless someone stops him, he's moving.
yeah.
I move faster than they do.
Yes, you do.
And I've got 600 feet of range. So unless someone stops him, he's going to start pursuing.
We've got a job to do.
As you run by, guess the Candymans I might pay for these 2 guys.
Cass is going to keep going.
Cass, hang on. We've got a job to do.
And he's going to take
They're
a shot.
not paying us for the
If
man.
he can see him.
I'd say 2 rounds in, you can see him.
2 rounds in.
Yep.
And disadvantage insightful fighting. Since we're running.
Yeah. Yeah, that's reasonable.
Only a 3 on that one.
Nope.
But that's a 19 to hit.
That will hit.
And that's 6 damage.
One of the lackeys gets an arrow in the back. Ugh. He keeps running.
Still going. Cass is going to shoot him again. He's going to keep going.
And he's fleeing for his life.
He doesn't care. He's hunting him down.
That's fine. He's still fleeing for his life.
Yep. Non-natural 20 to hit. And that's 9 damage on that one.
He goes down.
Cassian, if you keep going, you won't be able to find your way back.
I don't think he's that far away from us.
He is 120 at this point.
Yeah, do I hear that?
That he goes down? Or that's
No,
a yell?
that-
Yeah,
yeah.
they're so close enough you can hear yells.
Then Cass will stop
You're notoriously bad at directions.
and take one more shot at the guy who's running, if he can see him.
Yeah, he's got 3/4, but you're able to overcome that. So.
Yep, I was going to say. Sharpshooter. Ah, cocked.
Oh, that would have been a good one. Still
Oh,
not
yeah, that's an
bad.
18 to hit.
That'll hit.
Ooh.
Bad on damage, 5 on that one.
You shoot him kind of in the upper thigh, but he keeps moving just outside of your vision.
Cass then just grabs the guy that he downed and starts dragging him back.
Yep. As you're pulling him, do you check on him at all, or you just start pulling him back?
Just pulling at this point.
Okay.
He's not concerned about whether he's alive or not.
Sure.
Do I see you coming back?
It'd take him a little bit because Cass is a weak bitch.
All right. You pull him into the road. half a minute later.
Good job, Cass. So maybe the candy master will pay us for this guy. And I
Cass
cast spare them dying on him.
Cass, right as you do that, he pulls a dagger. We're not killing him?
He
Is this
said
guy
he was
still-
paying
is
for
he
more
still
alive,
alive?
Cass,
No one's
for
checked.
the dogs. Maybe he'll
We
pay
ain't
me.
selling a person.
Yeah, I'm not sure if
Cass
I'm cool
throws
with
the
that
dagger
either.
down into him.
I am no slave.
He literally just throws the dagger.
Roll to hit.
Is it advantage?
Yes.
That's gonna be a 15 hit.
You so the dagger flies down and you hear the sound of just release as it just lands into his chest cavity.
Well, fuck, we could have talked to him, but whatever.
I'm done talking with that.
They didn't
Cass-
talk to us at all.
Cass pulls the dagger out. Yeah, they shot at us.
Oh, we shot it down.
Start going through the bodies of the bandits that were put up on the barriers.
Yeah, most of their equipment is useless, but like the metal items are still okay.
Okay.
Coin.
You get 5 short swords. Some of their coin was looted, but the guy you dragged back had a little bit of it. He has 12 gold pieces on him.
Cass literally just wipes the blood, his own, like the guy's blood on his armor to clean off the dagger and put
His
it back.
robes, yeah, it comes off easy.
Cass,
Yep.
I really think he may have paid us for this guy.
We don't sell people.
So you just kill him. Why
Why
not
not?
make a profit? Seems foolish to just kill him and not make any money.
Not my type to.
I find slavery
Sell
unsavory as
people.
well.
As do I.
Then again, so do I also find shooting cowering enemies unsavory. as
Exactly.
well.
They were running.
If you're going to do something bad, you might as well make money off of it.
I prefer if we didn't do anything bad.
That dude was doing something bad. That's all I know.
We could have found out more about it too.
At this point, I don't care.
Yeah,
Well, we do. That's the problem.
since you did drag this guy back on his chest, there's kind of a look of like fear and adrenaline on his face that's just kind of frozen there, as that was his kind of final conscious expression.
Are these the kinds of people you associate with? A lot of unsavory business here.
Etta
Did you
turns
try to
around
take
and
the-
starts making her way back to the camp.
Simon will join her.
Oh.
That was excellent work out there, Greg. That was stupendous.
Thanks,
That was
boss.
a good shot,
You
kiddo.
are a far better shot than I, it seems.
I mean,
Can you teach me a thing or two about shooting across the code, Greg?
I just did what Cass told me to do.
Cass is quite the marksman.
Yeah, it looks like he's really good at shooting.
Was that the first time you've ever shot a living? Well, I use living loosely.
I've
Living
shot a
creature.
rat before.
Can I insight Greg to see if he's conflicted about killing people?
Sure.
That's pretty good, actually. That's an unnatural 20.
You sense he recognizes the necessity of it, but he is not happy about it.
Same opinion Simon has.
It gets easier.
So did everyone else walk away
Did
from
you
this
say
body of the person Cass
No,
killed?
God, no.
Yeah, Cass is still standing there.
Fuck no. I've taken at the loot from this thing. I've taken his. He's got an upside down pyramid thing?
Yep, pyramid amulet.
Upside down pyramid thing.
So that is the mark of Jelkana.
Seems like it. He has
Robes.
robes. Well, I leave the robes on him. I don't undress dead bodies.
He had the gold.
Gold. I assume cast sleight of hand in the gold. All
He
right, you
hasn't
didn't.
touched it.
I look at the gold. How much gold was it?
12.
12. I putting this in party loot. I do. I've got a special pocket within the pocket space, I guess. I don't know. I toss it in party loot. Let me double check that this party loot gets that. Okay, party loot got it.
He has some singed rations on him.
So look at the rations. Is this good to anyone?
It's edible.
I will take it.
No,
if you
alright.
do not want it.
It is 2 days worth.
2 days worth. Alright.
And
There's no blood on it, is there?
No, it's just toasty.
That's fine then.
Anything else?
Cranthor's
No, everything else he had is kind of not valuable or useful in any way.
Then I take a moment to sort of continue the map that I had started before, like extend it past Cathasis, and then go up this road, and then give a rough estimate mark of where this barrier happened to be at.
Okay. Yeah, it's just a little bit above Drathar. You've got your
Dagomar, sorry.
Sorry, Dagomar. Sorry. Yeah. You are a day and a half out, so this is pretty close to the city. Wherever these guys came from, they're probably situated nearby, or were.
Now that we're out of the heat of battle, can Simon attempt to make an Arcana check against what kind of magic the big guy was using?
Yes. Which one specifically are you looking for?
The what type of spell the individual was casting on the bandits' corpses?
Okay. Yeah.
Sparks does pick up this corpse and carry it back to the caravan.
Cranthor's got both the
Okay.
hellhounds
Run on.
dragging them.
You wanna
I
tell
got a 17.
Let them.
You want to tell your buddy to move these things off the road? Cast motions to the barricades.
Oh, yes. You know what? I'm not that scary after all. Sorry about your friends, darling. But I need your help moving these things that are blocking the road for the rest of everyone else. Please and thank you. I'll do what I can, and I'll undertow what I can to scoot ones that are closest to the closest to the edge right here, scoot.
Yeah, you're 5 feet at a time. You'll just nudge him with it. It just with perpetual frown now is just picking up wooden bits and walking over and just throwing them into the woods.
I give him a pat.
Told you they weren't so bad, huh?
17 Arcana.
With a 17 Arcana, you know that he was using a ritual that let him influence the passing of the souls around him. He was sending these bandits to Saja. If you are familiar, is hell for the ambitious.
Interesting. Hell worshippers claiming a few lost ones.
So they were sending the souls to hell?
Highwaymen looking to take opportunity of less than well-guarded travelers are fitting denizens for this plane.
Wouldn't they have gone there anyway, or?
Potentially. It's kind of fickle how souls get assigned.
That makes sense.
But some clerics and other kind of those in touch with the planes can usher the souls in a certain direction.
Sending some bandits to hell.
Dark business.
Now that I say that, doesn't necessarily sound like they were doing something bad.
They were using hellhounds, which are notoriously evil fiends, and becoming stronger from the souls that they send to hell?
It's hard telling. Is that necessarily unethical?
I don't know
When
if
you're
Yeah,
it's
using
it is.
hellhounds, yes.
I don't know if it's necessarily their choice to make.
Also, when they're using hellhounds.
I think sucking souls out of bodies is inherently evil.
So
Even if they're evil
should-
people?
What is evil?
Bandits.
It's a lot of morality. I'm going to go sell these 2 dead dogs and this dead guy to this guy over here. I'm not overthinking this.
Souls should be left to travel where they will.
Alright, well, I'll
Dark
accompany you, Mr.
business.
Sparks.
Oh, thank you. Finally, someone reasonable.
Cranthor follows you, dragging both the dogs.
Yeah, let's go get paid. Good job, guys.
After the things are cleared, I will have the cookie man follow us.
I feel.
Cranthor, keep in mind you let Mr. Sparks here sell that man to him. There's a very good chance he'll get made.
Man,
into
it's a
something
corpse.
terrible.
Hmm.
Corpse mongering is corpse mongering.
I mean, why would a perfectly dead body go to waste? What were you going to do with it?
Bury him?
Burn it.
Bury it?
bury it,
Burn it?
burn
Leave
it.
it, leave it for nature.
We'll leave it for nature. We'll see if he wants it. If he doesn't want to pay us anything, we'll do all just that.
As you're all walking back, you do see the wolf come out of or peering through a bush just off the side of this path.
I'll go meet him.
As you come closer, you get the sense it was more or less just observing and acknowledging. But it does kind of make itself known to you for a bit, and then
Goes back. I know, that's fine. I'll go back to the room.
it was watching that fight.
Cassius goes back to the
Are you
caravan
alright,
and
Edda?
starts sharpening his
Are you
dagger.
alright, Edda?
I'm fine.
And that is where we will stop.